still fighting all her battles online. And even if I gotta join her in Somalia, I'm gonna prove she's still consensually mine. One day we'll all opt out of the government. It'll crumble under its own dead weight. 'Cause dreams do come true. Darling, I believe in you. I'll always read you 8 out of 8. Come back and tap. I'ma own the Bitcoin in the world. We'll never turn right or left. Taxation will always be theft. And you'll be my ANCAP girl. Come back and tap. These companies everywhere make me want to hurl. But our love will always be strictly voluntary. And you'll be my ANCAP girl. Yeah, you'll be my ANCAP girl. You'll always be my ANCAP girl.
Hi guys, happy Friday. It's already July 3rd actually. Tomorrow is the 4th of July, whatever you want to call it. How are you guys doing? What's up? Hi Seth, Dunbar, Kirk. I saw Dave is here. Bridget, how you doing? Oh, the president is about to speak.
That's what he saw.
Okay, yeah, let me know. Hi
Yeah,
Aaron.
somebody let us know what he says.
What's
I'm
up,
sure
Mike?
somebody will come back and let us know.
Yeah. I doubt
Welcome
it's
to
gonna be
Liberty Late
anything
Night. I'm Dave.
I'm Mary. Yeah.
And I don't know what to do with this hair anymore.
You're going to get a cut in a
not
week
even
from
trying.
today. That's what the appointment is, a week from today.
Mm-hmm.
So, hi Lyle. So people have commented.
Greetings,
so
fellow millennials.
You got to do your hellos to the people.
Oh,
because,
people are
yeah,
here.
Get the Fabio hair out of your eyes and do your hellos. Hi Trey. Oh my gosh, I was just thinking about you. How are you?
What's up, Trey? All right, who do we got? We got Lyle's here.
Yes.
Go backwards.
Hey, Lyle.
Yay.
And Laura's here with
Laura
Aaron.
is here with Aaron.
Here we go, Aaron.
You done messed up, AA Ron.
Yay.
And
Sorry.
Laura.
Do I say hi? Do I say yay to every?
No.
I do. Seth, we need a button for Seth. He's
And
here
Trey,
all
yeah.
the time. Seth Boudreau or Boudreau. I don't know.
I feel like
I'm
this
always-
one's like.
Wait. You're getting nervous, man.
Yes, is that Trey likes that one, right? Floby. Oh my gosh, what? Oh yeah, definitely. You have your
Make
mask.
sure you have
go.
all your permits and certifications in order.
Sweating. Yes.
And-
Hi, Jamie. Jamie's saying hello. Juan's saying hello. You got to
Oh.
push the buttons.
Jamie, do we have a Jamie? Yeah.
Jamie!
Yay! oh, you have the names written on there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Most
All
of them.
right.
Yeah.
Hello, Juan.
Hello, Juan. How are you doing, both of you? Dave was gifted a bottle of alcohol yesterday.
For making a meme
For making a meme.
for a friend. And this is what we got. We got Basil Hayden's Dark Rye.
It's really smooth.
Super fancy looking
Yeah.
bottle. It's got like a little wooden metal belt thing here.
Wooden metal belt.
Well, the wood,
wooden
it's
metal.
like it's wood underneath.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's very good.
Super fancy,
Um,
super smooth.
Super
like,
smooth. Yeah.
Dangerously smooth.
Celeste is here. Scott Peterson here. Hi guys. Brian McDuffie. Hi.
Oh, Celeste is here.
Kill me, oh,
It's so smooth.
Sounds low in my head.
Yeah, I turned stuff down.
Okay, cool. We got Donnie Smith up in the house. What's happening?
What's up, Donnie?
Let's see. Oh, Mike. We gotta. Can we use Mike? The mic button for Mike? Yeah.
You can use it as many times as possible. Oh, this is already wrong.
Hi, Sonny. How have you
We'll just say
been?
that. That's where
Michaela,
we're
what's up? Drinking some Sam Adams summer ale. Somebody tagged Sean Hatchie. Yeah. You gotta do the what's up.
What's up, Christina?
Hi, Christina. How are you? What's going on? Oh, Great Scott. You gotta.
Great Scott!
I want to watch those movies. Every time I see that, those were some of my favorite movies growing up. Oh, thank you. I straightened it today. Thank you so much. I actually straightened it. It's been months since I've done it.
We took a nice drive, and I stuck my head out the window for a while, so that's where this came from. Oh, Mike's wife.
Mike's wife,
Oh,
yes.
oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. I remember you joined the group.
Yes. What's up, Joseph Rockwell? But you know how we play.
Small wombat.
But we got to play the High Ryan for Joseph, too.
This is a small wombat. This is a small wombat.
I don't know where any of the buttons are. I would push them, but I'm not allowed. Which one? I'm not allowed.
Oh, that says Ryan.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Hey, Ryan. Hey, Ryan. Oh, that reminds me, is Ryan Seifert here too? Yes. Hi, Spencer. What's up? Oh, you did your first podcast, Donnie. How fun is that?
I'll have to check that out.
I am, any dumbass lockdown news from PA.
Oh.
Our governor is a dumbass.
So everybody's pushing it as if you...
Oh, it's Mike Harwood. You got to do Mike again.
Oh, yeah, it's Mike's wife.
Sorry. Yes.
There it is. Let's do it again. There's your wife.
I do need a Goonies button. Yes, that is like my all-time favorite movie. I was also in love with Back to the Future movies and stuff. So,
yeah.
So our governor
So yeah,
decided that.
And
yes,
for some reason, Wolf. I follow him because he's a Governor Wolf. And so every other post is him going, "Hey, remember, you leave your house, you got to wear a mask." And he's like, "You leave your house, you got to leave a mask," or "You leave your house, you got to wear a mask." Excuse me. And then I actually read what the thing actually says, and it's basically saying everything it's saying now. Like, if you can't not be within 6 feet of people.
Yeah.
Like if you're in a crowded social setting, you have to wear a mask. But if you're just like walking down the street or anything like that, it's fine. But they keep pushing it as walk out your front door, put on your mask, go tend to your garden, wear your mask.
Oh yeah, it's just that if you're gonna be outside and near
angry.
people,
I'm so angry.
Yeah, it's really stupid. Mike has a tattoo of One-Eyed Willie's map. I love that. That's so rad. Yep. Let's see when it became up with brilliant military strategy. Just drop bags of pennies. Oh yeah. Goonies was also an option at the drive-in last week. Oh man, they were playing some good movies there, huh, Mike? Let's see. Oh, you stopped wearing the mask. Yes. Oh,
Marburg's
okay.
virus. Oh, that sounds...
I don't even know what that is.
It doesn't matter.
No one's going to ask.
That's another thing it says there, is that you don't have to wear a mask if you have a breathing issue or something where you can't wear a mask. And they're not supposed to ask you for any kind of documentation to prove that you have any kind of condition where you can't wear a mask.
Speaking of people push it, which, of course, I feel like that's what's going to happen to ours,
Oh, yeah.
Michaela. I'm so
Guys,
nervous.
don't get out of hand with your freedom this weekend.
Yeah, I know, right?
All right? Otherwise, we're going to have to take it away again. I mean, if you guys really enjoy your freedom, be responsible with it.
Do I think Biden will win PA? I don't know.
Yeah. Trump barely won it, I think. Did Trump
they
win
got permabanned? Like, they themselves got permabanned, Aaron?
Who?
Ben and Patrick. They both got
I know.
permabanned.
I
know
saw
the group
Ben.
did.
Ben
Yeah.
came back. Was respawned.
Yeah, where is Caleb? Somebody tag Caleb for me, please. Small wombat.
That's true,
yeah,
too.
I don't know. Like, I'm afraid that's what's, our governor, I feel like he's just waiting to just push the button and just say, that's it.
Mhm.
It's over. You guys couldn't handle yourselves,
All that freedom.
Yeah, yep. Oh, okay. All right. So I'll have to go. Okay, I'll have to go friend him then. Or maybe he sent me a friend request and I haven't checked yet. But Oh, it is more deadly than Ebola, but people just look confused about it, though. Wait, what?
It doesn't matter
Oh,
anymore.
and unclear. Okay, yeah, I was reading those two comments together at one time.
To me, it doesn't matter anymore. Like somebody else was
Yeah,
saying, when they
that's true,
start bringing
Dunmar.
out carts, coming down the block saying, bring out your dead and banging on a pan, then maybe I'll stay safe inside. But until that, I don't want to hear anything about it anymore. They had 3-4 months. They destroyed my
economy,
whole summer.
The whole everything, yeah.
And they couldn't fix it. They have everything. They have every resource ever. And their plan didn't work, so we're going to go with mine now, which is dangerous liberty.
I think they're doing that everywhere now, Mike. Like I really feel like, because I mean, Texas is having Trey just said that they started the statewide mandate for masks. Of course, nobody's following it. Go Texas. They're already calling for phase 2. And what about this new pig virus they're pushing? Oh, there's a new pig virus? Is that a thing? I thought I heard about it. But I was like, someone's just making that up. That's just a joke.
And did I see something about flying snakes? Are we doing that now?
Oh, really? That sounds interesting. So are they pulling pages here? I'm seeing Donnie say something. Hey, there you go. We've got a beer and a Reuben. We went out to Applebee's today on our way home from getting fireworks, and it was late. It was dinner time. I was hungry. Everybody was hungry, so we went to Applebee's to eat. And I mean, it wasn't terrible. Dave was facing like the corner, so he didn't even notice that the masks until like our waitress would come up with the mask on. But
it was refreshing.
It was just nice to kind of be out, even though it was still weird and everybody was separated. And you only had to wear the mask in, and then when you're sitting at your table, you didn't have to wear the mask. I don't understand it, but I just want to go out to eat, so whatever.
Walking sharks. Is that like that shark game
yeah.
where he bounces up on the land and eats a few people and then bounces back into the water? Or also on Fortnite, apparently they have sharks that'll attack you on land now.
I like that movie, Seth Boudreaux, by the way. The Village, yeah. I
They're
think
working on that.
that wouldn't be a bad idea, because why not?
Monkeys and
You know?
bats.
Wait, monkeys and bats? What?
They're forming their viruses together like Voltron.
Diseases are the new war on terror color warning system. Oh, okay. All right, and here we're in the green phase here, but I'm just waiting for them to turn it around. Like, whoopsies, you guys.
Murder hornets. Did you see the meme? Somebody has been messing with time travel, and the murder hornets were here for a little bit, but then they changed something. But we're not sure what they changed
the murder
yet.
Hornets?
So they're not a thing anymore.
Yeah. Only dangerous to those who eat donuts and cereals. That's funny. Oh my gosh, wait. Oh, Joseph got secondary burns on his legs and nearly blew his face off on Independence Day.
Who did what?
In 2016. Joseph Rockwell.
Oh, fun.
Don't do that again, please.
Yeah.
Be a little don't do that. I can't tell you what to do, but you should not do that.
Trey's declaring it. If you wear a mask, you're gay.
Oh, okay. Not just gay, the big gay.
The big
gay.
gay.
The big gay,
Oh,
yeah.
that's the worst one.
Hey, that's a pretty cool chick the last few weeks. It's in Canada, okay. Almost dying in the next few days. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry, Mike
It's
Harwood.
from Louis L'Amour.
She goes to see her after both countries give her permission. She has to
Sounds
quarantine for
interesting.
14 days there. Wow, the Mexican family get her food met. Wow, that's craziness. That is really nutso. Wow. I don't understand what's going on. I feel like we're getting a taste of our freedom back again, just enough, and then I feel like they're just going to take it away. And we're supposed to say thank you for keeping us safe, government. You know how to make the best decisions for us, because we are only human.
Hey, Raisy!
Raisy! Hi, Ray! To a more viral virus.
Tim sent me a message I forgot to respond
to.
to.
A more viral virus.
It's more virusy.
Oh, Roman candle fell over. Oh,
Ooh.
boy. Oh, my. Oh, my goodness. Hi, Tim. What's up? That's nuts. Did you see the video of the wiener dog carrying the Roman candle around?
That's
I mean, it was
classic.
on AFV years
old
ago,
school.
yeah, long time ago. So, yes, government can lick my. But that was a funny one. But I mean, funny because nobody got hurt. I don't want to see anyone get hurt.
As
so.
far as we know.
Yeah, yep. What's up, Garrett? Independence Day, mask up and stay at home. Yeah. Oh, that's what they want. That's what they want. They're probably freaking out because people are going to go out and do stuff. You know, we hung out with my family yesterday, my cousin and some friends, and it was a wonderful time. We were all together. I hugged people. It was great.
You're the first person to COVID themselves, like Harwood says.
What's that?
The first person, Maxwell, is going to COVID herself. Future Fs. Oh, that's exciting.
Whoa, what, Tim? Oh my gosh.
You want a brap?
What?
Where is that?
Where was the active shooter situation? Like, was it at a mall or was it on the highway? Where was that? I don't remember.
Seth's living in the past now.
Is he? Oh, it's Seth Davis. It's weird y'all are live and it's 6:45. Yeah, because you're in a totally different time zone now. Yeah, yep.
Oh, wow.
Was that? This
Hiccup
is, hiccup burp. This is the Sam Adams Summer Ale. Also note my cute little nails.
Ooh, yeah.
I did. They're yellow and black.
Seth,
and
see the nails?
Yeah,
Mary
did you
did the
see the
nails?
nails? I know. I sent Faith a picture of the nails.
Idaho?
You're in Idaho, yeah.
That's exciting. I want to visit Idaho.
Garrett, that's what Michaela was saying, that the governor's threatening you guys. You know, like we're small children or something. Yeah. Oh, it's so annoying. Like, if you guys don't behave.
Oh, that's
I
so
know.
sweet of you, Mike.
It irritates me. We might be put back in timeout. I know. I'm just waiting. Oh, it was in the mall, Tim. Okay. Different store than hers. Oh, okay. Oh, but she works at the mall then, so she was there when it... I hope everyone's okay.
Get your
Is
nails.
everybody okay? Tim, did anyone get hurt in that? Okay, get in the shower. May bring y'all with me. Don't forget your seltzer. Right?
Shower seltzer?
Yeah. He's on the road again.
Kieran.
He's in Idaho. Yep. Summer ale is good. Yep. Yeah. Well, you know what? They're called Color Street, I think is what it's called. And Seth Davis's wife, Faith, she showed them to me, and I was like, wow. So like I can put these on my nails and then actually be a mom and wash my hands 18 times a day or more, probably just because I'm wiping things up all the time. And I can do things and they're not just chipping right off. Yeah, so I like them a lot. And the thing is, I have other colors to put on, and I want to I'm like, oh, don't take these off yet. I just want to hurry up and put the other ones on because I'm so excited. Yeah, I'm like, nope, we're going to leave these
those.
on. Yeah, I love them though. I do. I love them so much. So they make me feel happy. Yep. You did your nails yesterday, Lyle. Awesome.
Oh, fancy. Did you see
her
Michaela's
last term.
mask?
Okay. Yeah, that was great. And the gun on the hip too. Fantastic. Very hot.
I feel the same way about my parents. Like my mom is a high risk, and I haven't visited her since all this stuff went down.
I know. And the same thing. My parents, they are high risk, and we let them know. Like, since we were quarantining for a couple months, and then we stopped in early June. You know, not like we're going crazy or anything, but we're being around other people. I mean, yeah, we are. But I let them know, so don't come over, if you don't want to, or you can come over, we'll hang out outside. Maybe I won't hug you for a little while just because in case I don't want to get them infected with anything. So, you wore a robber's mask once, then acted confused when people were complaining. It feels like I'm about to go rob a place when I go walking up to Target and then I, mask up and it's
And then leave your sunglasses on for an uncomfortably long period of time after you mask up. Walk around for a little while.
I am just sweating balls right now. Hi, Caleb. What's going on? I slept in the building yesterday. I'm so sorry for your loss, Michaela. Seriously. It happens. It happens. Yep. Both your parents?
From China.
What?
Got that illness from China.
From China?
Oh, look, he's ready.
Great. So today, guys, we have Kieran Ó Sé on. And
I hope we're saying that right.
Yes. We went to the Facebook page to check out how to say it properly. But founder of Mad Statist, and he is running for LNC-At-Large. So I want to learn about that and what that means. So
getting connected.
getting connected now. So,
Getting connected.
very, yeah, getting connected now. So, very, yeah, getting connected now. So, getting connected now. So, very, yeah, getting connected now. So, getting connected now. So, very, yeah, 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 get Yeah, regulators mask up. That's funny. Oh no, Marriage Story makes you want to have a divorce and you are single. Oh no. What's up,
Marriage
Echo?
Story. I've never heard that one.
Same. My brother has good taste in books. Wait, okay. Oh, this is Betsy Ross, I think. Changed. Did you change your name to Echo? Now. Oh, wait, you have a smoke haze from Siberia over you? How was that?
I was hearing something about
Really?
smoke or something like that.
I kind of remember when there were some crazy fires. We were living, I think, downtown at the time, but it actually somehow made the smoke, like, made its way here, you know? Hello?
We can hear you. He's not...
Hi.
Okay.
Oh, hello.
All
Hi.
So only we can hear him, and he's not coming across the
Okay,
screen
all right.
yet.
We're going to bring you up on the screen here so everybody else can see you.
We'll let you get set up.
Yeah, get yourself situated. And,
Oh, I hope that... I think the video locked up. Okay. And now, right now, you're sideways in my view. It didn't take the screen change.
that's good.
That'll be good. I'll... No problem.
No worries, man. Super laid back. That's you're fine.
All right, let's bring you on.
Let's
so
bring you
everybody
on so everyone
else
else can see and hear you.
Where are we at here?
Am I saying your name right? Kieran Ó Sé? Okay. Yay!
Hey,
All
that'll do.
right, awesome. Looking good, looking good. So, welcome to Liberty Late Night. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Yeah, well, thank y'all for having me.
Yes, I'm Mary. I know you've been talking
Yeah,
with Dave, so we just like to talk to people and get to know them and hear their story about how they came to Liberty and just kind of what
What they got going on
what
now.
they have going on now, and then
It's
we
like a
just like
normal
to learn,
conversation.
yeah, about people. So, do you consider yourself a libertarian, big L, little L, anarchist? Do you put yourself in a box or a label or anything like that?
I've never been a big label person.
Mhm.
I mean, obviously I'm a libertarian, big L, but I've been a small L libertarian since I was, since I was probably like 12 years old.
Oh my
And that's a
goodness!
story in itself. Yeah. I had the, have you ever heard of John Birchers?
No, I don't think so.
No. They
But
are.
I don't hear of a lot of people. So.
Yeah, we lean into our ignorance here, so we
Yeah.
like to
No,
learn.
that's another
like to learn.
story, and I could save that for later. But some people got me into reading like Locke and Bastiat and the
Oh.
Constitution, and when I was like 9 years old, and it kind of like
Wow.
it's like one of those things you kind of wish, man, I just wish I wouldn't have taken that pill, because everything else in life would have been a lot easier. But
Can't watch a cop
yeah.
movie anymore.
Yeah.
yeah, right. Well, I tell you, I have been a liberty addict probably since I was 12 years old. So
Amazing.
yeah.
So you're on the same path as our kids. Like
Yeah, they're growing up.
I even try to nerf it a little bit for them, but they're so. And it's like I accidentally give them more and more truth every day, and
Yeah, and they run with it. They like it.
Do y'all homeschool?
We do. Yeah. Yep.
Amen.
Yes.
I tell you one thing. That is what is going to change the way we do business in this country. Kids learning and discerning when they're young is what's going to matter. Anyway,
and just
amen.
free to
Good
do
for
it
y'all.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, I believe that too. And I think with everything that has happened in the last few months where the
A lot of
schools
other
have,
people, a lot of
should
new
have-
homeschoolers recently.
I think there's going to be a
Yeah.
lot more of that. And I think that's great, you know. I hope that everybody can find a way to find their own like kind of groove, you know, because not every kid learns the same. Lots of,
Yeah.
you know, it's so I just want to say to any homeschooling parent out there, don't stress.
Yeah.
You'll find your groove.
One day at a time.
And don't even worry
Amen.
about it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that is, and I don't want this to sound the wrong way, but I think homeschooling is going to be one of the winners from this whole epidemic, pandemic, or whatever, because I think a lot of people did not understand. People they shuffled their kids off to school in the morning, and dealt with them when they got home. But now they're actually they're given a chance to be involved with their children's education and growing up. And I would be willing to bet that a lot of people realize while it's not easy, it's certainly not as difficult as it's sold to people when it comes to politics and the whole education debate and things like that. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's always like, how do you feel like 7 hours a day of schooling? I'm like, you're teaching one kid. You don't need 7 hours a day. You're just like, you got it, good. Okay, let's go play Minecraft. It's like,
right? Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you grew up with this. Now, who was it that influenced you to read these books? Was it your parents? Was it like friends of your parents? I mean, who's the one who brought these to your attention? Hi, Roller Girl.
Well, I'll say that. Let me say this too. I can't see you all, so I'm actually just looking at myself.
Okay.
My fault. You missed the whole animation. We're in the bunker and everything. I'm sorry. I'm still learning. I've only been doing this for 2 years.
It's like I was talking to myself, but I heard your voice.
Okay, good. Yeah. Now you get to see the full.
Also, now that you can see us, if you see us do these little hand motions down here, it's because we're talking to the comments section. So
we're really interactive.
We say like thumbs up or hi or bye to them. Yeah, so.
I gotcha.
And telling Twitch, don't make me ban you. Trolls.
Right.
Except
to answer your question.
Cool.
Who introduced you to all of these?
So I was going to tell you the story about the John Birchers. The John Birchers are the John Birch Society. They are very dedicated non-communists, and I believe that the movement started, I want to say after the Korean War. But anyway, this very nice young couple, when I was probably 9 or 10 or 11, somewhere in there, got me reading. They got me writing my congressman. They got me reading the Constitution, reading the Bastiat and Locke and Jefferson, and preaching and basically instilling the doctrine of liberty, kind of like shoving it into my head. And so it's them. It wasn't my family. My family, I grew up in a dysfunctional Irish Catholic family. So
oh boy.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't them. Yeah.
Wasn't them.
Was not them.
Oh my.
They introduced me. My family introduced me to politics, but it wasn't that sort of politics. So.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah.
It's a different guy.
Yeah.
We'll just leave it at that.
And that's fine.
Yeah.
Well, thank goodness that, somewhere along the way somebody, reached out, and it gives me hope. That's why I love hearing how people have, found liberty, because that gives me hope for other people. And a lot of them was
just recently. Like just recently they're working for the Republican campaign and stuff like that, and they're like, and then or
in the service.
Yeah.
They're just like, wait a second. What did I sign up for here? So tell us about the Mad Statist then. This is your business?
Yes. I have been in business with it for probably about 4.5 years now. Basically what I did is, up until then, I worked in politics. I mean, I did graphic design and worked on campaigns, did some corporate work, but mostly on, how do I say this? Not necessarily liberty-based campaigns. Mm-hmm. Probably, to put it another way, I worked on Republican campaigns most of my life.
Yep.
So there you go with that.
Yeah.
But it's good though, because it gives you practical experience.
Mm-hmm. You learn how to fight them.
Probably about,
Learn how to fight them.
Yeah, you do. No, you do.
And how they fight.
Yes. But about 4 years ago, I was just done. I mean, a lot of people can justify what they do. Way they make their money and how they balance off that. And I just got to the point where I couldn't do it anymore. I mean, the idea that I was helping, and not necessarily that they couldn't get elected without me, but the fact that I had a part in helping people that weren't fighting for liberty get elected just kind of made me sick.
Yeah.
So I made a switch about 4.5 years ago. I do nothing but work for libertarians or civil liberty causes like criminal justice reform, cannabis reform, libertarian candidates, etc. And so the Mad Statist was kind of born out of that. It was a little tongue-in-cheek, I mean, the name, the Mad Statist.
Yeah.
So,
he wasn't mad, all right.
Yeah, well, I stay mad. I'm a little angry white man, so there you go, right?
Nothing to do with the Irish thing, right, Mary?
Nothing.
Yeah.
I'm Irish,
Well,
so.
But yeah. Anyway, so I started the Mad Statist as a tool for doing that. It's something that I wanted to grow as kind of like this kind of one-stop shop for liberty.
Okay.
And yeah, it's been a labor of love though, because I tell you, it's been a struggle. Libertarians aren't as well funded as Republicans and Democrats are, and it's been I've sunk probably over the past 4 years. Probably I average about $9,000 to $10,000 a year in pro bono work for Libertarian candidates and things like that. So it's been.
Yeah.
I'm not making a huge ton of money. Let me put it like that, though.
Yeah.
But it's good work, though.
Yes.
And I feel good about it, though.
That's good. That's really good. What are your thoughts then on Joe and Spike? Right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. How are you feeling about the ticket for the Libertarian Party this year?
I think that I think that the Libertarians, obviously, with Joe and Spike, are infinitely better than anybody that the duopoly puts in.
It's like, but we're so judgmental of ourselves. We're like, we looked at like the mess number 1 and mess number 2 that they bring up out of everybody in the world, and then we're like, well, she could be better. She's not raping people,
right? Well,
but we're third party, so we got to be better than that.
Yeah, right. Well, no, I'll say this though. I think that well, I look at it in two different ways. I look at the world through how you sell campaigns, how you sell politics, how you sell ideas, and then the people that actually believe those things. So they should, ideally, those things to go together. Like, so for example, you have a committed, principled candidate who believes in liberty and sells it with passion and energy. And then you combine that with a professionally run campaign that is designed to sell that concept to people that outside their bubble.
Yeah, that's a special talent.
Yeah, so I look at the world through that. But I think that I think both of them are amazing people, and that they gosh. I'll repeat what I said earlier. I don't do these videos because I'm better at writing things down and doing graphics and that angle.
Oh, sure.
You get, so
you're doing great though.
No, we've had worse.
We've had worse.
No,
you're doing
pretty big names.
You're doing great.
Right. No, I think they're amazing. They are amazing people that believe in liberty, and they are, again, infinitely better than anybody that the duopoly or even other third parties could put up. So I'm glad that they are building support and that people are starting to finally rally around and unify. So amen.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, our whole problem is like we said, we're kind of ignorant on a lot of things, and we just kind of enjoy
we like
it.
to learn from the people that we bring on and
they
stuff.
said, here's your candidate for the Libertarian Party, I didn't know who she was. I'd never heard the name before.
Yeah.
I might have seen her in one of the online debates.
Our 11-year-old watched.
He watched the whole thing.
He's more,
Wow.
Yeah. And I was like in and out of the room. I was trying
to. Well, he's got
take care of the
time to
other
do that.
kids. Yeah, because he has a younger brother and sister. So, but I was in and out of the bedroom, and he's just like laying there watching it. And John Stossel was the guy doing the whole thing. But yeah, he was really. I'd come in and he's like, shh, like, oh, sorry, which I'm excited about.
Yeah,
I love it.
He's very interested in it.
Yeah.
And it's like, I gotta you're not ready for a list yet, buddy. It's
don't get put on the list at 11. But I don't know who I thought was going to win the ticket. I'm not.
I thought it would be what's his name?
Berman?
No, I mean he had a good chance.
He did have a good chance. Yeah.
No, I didn't think Amash was going to stick. Well, he didn't stick around long.
He did.
But who's the one guy? He was the front runner, like the whole time, kind of quiet in the background.
Can't think of his name right now.
And then we share a brain, so we can't think of it at the same time.
We do share a brain. So when he's like, "Who is it?" I'm like, "I don't remember because you don't remember." But the other guy, the guy
yeah, we're gonna say that.
It's not like Burger something, is it, or something?
Hornburger.
Hornburger.
Okay,
Hornburger.
all right.
I thought it would just be Hornburger.
Yeah.
Because he seemed like a real steady, just kind of okay, cool.
It
He
seemed
wasn't
like
as
everybody seemed
wild
to
fringe
like
as
him.
the other names that we actually
Thank
knew.
you, Joseph. Yeah.
Sorry, guys, we're terrible.
But okay, so then it showed up.
And then
Joe
Joe showed up, and I'm just like,
yep.
well, now we got to find out who Joe is.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, right.
So are you a voter then? I mean, I asked this question even though I grew up in a household where it
some
said,
of our friends are violently against it.
Yeah, I grew up in a house where it was like, you don't talk about voting, you don't talk about this or that, like politics, you don't bring this stuff up.
Religion or politics,
yeah.
you don't talk about that.
So, but I usually ask people anyway, and but are you for
especially
voting?
in this scenario because it's 50-50.
Yeah, because there are a am who are not pro voting. So.
Oh no, and I get. Well, I'll say this too. I am practical about my anarchism. I don't think that we're going to wake up tomorrow and the system's going to be gone.
Right.
And I don't think that hoping it away will make it go away either. The only way you're going to do it is you're going to win at the ballot box. You're going to elect people who agree with you, and you start rolling it back that way. So no, I understand people who don't vote, and I certainly appreciate that. I am very decidedly a voter because that's the only way. Again, there's not a magical unicorn that's going to come and then just carry all the bad away.
Mm-hmm.
You have to win. You have to win at the ballot box. So yeah, definitely a voter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Our thing is kind of like if somebody's worth voting for, I'll go.
I'm so.
But
back
I'm
and
not. Yeah,
forth
we don't
about
do
it,
the lesser of two evil things.
Oh, amen.
Yeah.
And if there's like some kind of referendum or whatever where it affects me and my money, I'll go vote.
Right.
But most of the time it's like.
And that's what it should be too. The more local elections, where you can make a difference, starting,
especially local,
where you live, because it's really not supposed to matter who the president is.
Yeah. No, absolutely right.
Just executing the orders that we've given him.
Now, we were talking in the comment section before you came in, and people were saying about their governors are almost in a
it's like a frenzy,
like a parent kind of way, saying like, if you don't behave this
you
weekend,
guys be good with your freedom.
We're
back
gonna
in the box you go.
Back in the box, yeah. Hi, Joel.
Yeah.
So, what are your thoughts on this and where you live?
How's this affecting you?
How is this affecting you? Yeah. Are you having to wear a mask every single time you leave the house, and how do you feel about it?
Well, I was one of those people early on that I was split with two minds. I do not think that the government at any level has the right to mandate that you can't go out of your house, that you have to wear this or that, the other, and that you can't congregate with other people.
Yeah.
I would have not agreed but understood is if they actually declared martial law. That would at least constitutionally, legally, somewhere make sense in there. Not that I would have agreed with it, but I would have understood it. But they did this kind of soft mini martial law where it kind of felt good for some people. Oh, we're not really declaring it, but we're basically practically that's what we're doing.
Right.
But they love that gray area stuff.
They love
it gives
the
them more
gray
power.
area. Yeah.
It's like, oh look, we did this. We did this back then. I mean, this seems normal because we just did that. It wasn't. This is just a little bit more than that, And
yeah. No, I tell you, I wish I had one of those beards because I didn't. I didn't grab one before I started my thing. So,
you can run to the fridge if you want to.
I actually have to run down the street. So no, I ran out last night. So there you go.
You're not a prepper at all.
What were you drinking? Just out of curiosity, what's your beer? What's your go-to?
I do Corona. I know it's cheap, but I don't care.
No, and that's especially 'tis the season,
very topical,
right?
Yeah, right. I mean, I generally like craft beers, like specialty beers, but I'm in my cheap, out of money mode right now.
Yeah.
So it's Corona,
and it's a good summer beer.
It is.
It is
Nice and light.
It is
nice,
right.
refreshing.
Decent flavor.
Yeah. I have to put a lime in it, but that makes me feel more fancy if I put a
lime
in it. Yeah.
Right? No, I'm there with you.
Corona's an event when we.
Yeah. So what? Okay, now where you're living, are they doing the whole mandate thing that we just had it in Pennsylvania, where our governor said?
He keeps posting on Facebook, if you walk out your front door, put on a mask. That's not what his thing actually says.
But he's posting it.
But everybody's pushing that narrative, like if you're outside of your house, wear a mask.
Yeah, no.
But then you actually read it, and it's all these like stipulations.
Yeah, I'm currently I'm in St. Louis right now, St. Louis, Missouri.
Oh, okay.
And but I actually live in Florida, but I'm here for through August at least. So
Oh, okay.
but it's not that bad. Yeah, I mean, well, I say it's not that bad. They had a few nights of lockdowns during some of the protests.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
A lot of the they have a city ordinance now or whatever, or executive order, mini mandate, whatever you want to call it, where you have to wear a mask in buildings. I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I tend to believe that should be a personal choice.
Yeah.
And this is not. I'll say this. Because they always have to put an asterisk on everything or explain it.
I know.
I certainly believe that people who want to. People who want to practice their own personal safety precautions, absolutely agree. If wearing a mask and staying inside works for you, then amen.
100%.
That's what you should do.
Yep.
But I think everybody else, I don't agree. I don't agree with the government doing it. If you decide to do it on your own, amen. If you're worried about catching something, it's again, I hate saying like I have to like explain it.
I know.
I don't want
we know.
saying,
yeah.
I don't want somebody coming back saying, "Oh, Kieran wants people to die."
Yeah.
No, I know. And
Because I don't.
You want my grandmother to die.
You know, because that's what they do.
And
I know
But
people do that.
You know, to answer your question, I think it should be a personal choice, and I don't agree with government mandating it.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what people, you know, they do come back and say, if you don't put that little asterisk there and say, by the way, you know, like, yes, I'm for our liberty, but you know, you should be allowed to decide to do that. You know,
Obviously,
that everyone comes piling on, you know, well, you don't know how many people have died.
It's like
and how many,
if you
know,
don't
and I'm
cover
like,
your
what?
face, they want to stone you in the town square.
Right?
Yes, yes.
I'll tell you, I don't know if y'all have
That sounds
experienced this, but you know, I try to be pretty like, and it's from where my grandmother, my nanny used to say that there are three things that separate us from other animals, and that's opposable thumbs,
Those are nice.
manners. No, it's two things. It's really bad when you're going to tell a story and you can't remember it.
That's okay.
There's
Happens
two
all the
things.
time.
One, it's opposable thumbs and manners. And some people or some animals, it's only the thumbs. That is the idea that always be nice, always be kind. And I try to do that with anything. But some of the hate and virtue shaming that's going on with this debate right now, particularly in regards to the convention, is like, I don't understand, regardless of where you are on the issue, why you can't be nice and civil about it. You can argue your point, you can argue with passion, but the minute that you start going and shaming other people because they don't agree with you, I don't dig that. It's not my thing. So.
Yeah. I know when people do like the name calling and just, it's like,
Are you really trying to convince somebody of something, or you just,
like
you're shining your light?
What is your actual like point? Like, I'll even ask people like, okay, please explain this to me because I'm super curious. Like Dave had an acquaintance on Facebook who was what was that? It's remember it's the oxymoron. Remember? He blocked you. The banhammer. Remember?
Oh.
Yeah. What did he call himself?
Oh, he was a libertarian socialist or something.
Which I don't understand what that is.
But he was defending that David, what's his name?
I don't know.
The gun banner kid that was like real famous for a little while.
Oh, okay. Oh, I know who you're talking about. Yeah, I can't.
And
I can see his face.
I'm like, I don't care, you know, how old he is or what he is. He wants to take away my ability to defend myself. So screw him. And that I never saw from that guy again.
But you had asked him though, like, can you explain to me how you're like a libertarian socialist?
And
like,
I'm very open about it.
Yeah,
I'm like, explain to me what do you believe? Where are you coming from? Because I kind of wanted to know. And I'm like, okay, I can kind of see where you're coming from, but also no.
Yes, but also that's ridiculous. Yes.
I forgot where we were going with that.
No, I'm sorry. It made me think of that because we're having conversations with people and just trying to
to understand their point of view, and that can even help you explain yours. You know, if you're open and you're listening, rather than ignoring, waiting for my next chance to say what I have to say.
Yeah.
and waiting for
Yeah.
a keyword from you so I can
Hogg,
attack
David
it.
Hogg. Thank you,
Yeah, Hogg,
Celeste.
I was a little more crass in what I said about that guy, but
I'm sure, yeah. But it's not like you.
but I
you
was
were-
so
you
excited
weren't-
that I got the Thor like coming down with the GIF after I said it, saying banhammer, and then I got banned. And I'm like, I got that in before I got banned because I knew it was coming. I knew he
But
was
it's
going to
the
tolerate.
personal attacks when people say things, you know, and it's like, I don't know. It's so somebody said here in the chat earlier that the president was going to be on TV giving a speech or something. Is that true? Was he supposed to? Does anybody know what
that was all about?
we'll
We'll just leave that to the chat.
Hi, Aaron.
No, I don't. I'll be honest with you though. With Trump, I tend to. I've gotten to the point with him. I can't listen anymore.
Mhm.
I mean,
I don't
it's the
listen.
level of the level of lies that come out of his mouth. I mean, he lies like you and I breathe. And
Believe me.
So what's the point? I mean, he's not going to tell you the truth, and half the time he's just going to gaslight you. So you're like,
Yeah.
who cares?
Yeah.
So
Pretty much signed out of all of it.
I stopped paying attention.
I get my news from memes, and that's pretty much the heavy stuff.
Yeah. Are you into memes?
Yeah.
Are you into memes?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I think I live half my life in memes.
Yeah,
now,
I
so.
stole some of
that's
your
so
memes
great.
today.
Are you
I was going through just trying to learn about you. You know, it's like, I'm like, oh, that's a good meme.
Now I'm gonna grab. Can you grab me there? Because your arm is longer. Thanks, babe. Your Mad Statist now. Is this a
Yes.
page on Facebook that people can go
Yes.
visit?
I
That
tagged
It
okay.
it is a page on Facebook and it is a website. So you
Okay.
can do both.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you sharing the memes on Mad?
It's on his page.
Okay.
I don't,
So I've got I've got my website, which is themadstatist.com. I've got a Facebook page that is also the Mad Statist. It's kind of like a combination of some of the memes that we do, some of the memes that we share, and then some of the products.
you got some
Okay.
nice
And then
shirts too.
obviously-
I like your shirts.
Really, thank you.
Yeah, I do.
And
I
then
saw
there's,
some. That's pretty good.
And then I have my personal page. Well, I have two personal pages. So because I hit my 5,000 limit, so I had to expand.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah. Now, have you felt any
keep-
kind
you
of
got some nice-
backlash from? Have you felt any kind of
And then there's
That's pretty
oh,
good.
Dave
And
keeps
then I-
opening the thing
Trying
there. Censorship of any kind from Facebook or any of the social media platforms?
Facebook, yes. We hit. Literally, we were growing. It's funny with the site. For the Facebook page, we were growing probably about 4,000, 5,000 a month.
Oh.
We hit
Wow.
13,000 and it stopped.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it stopped just like that.
That's because you jumped
And,
past that 10,000 wall. Like that. The
Yeah.
10,000's a wall.
And I'm telling and then they started. I'll say this too. I shared a meme from both my page, this Mad Statist page, and my personal page that had. It was. Did you ever see the movie? Is it Downfall? I think it's called Downfall. It was about Hitler.
No.
No, huh?
Anyway, so I took that because so many of my friends were getting like blocks for 30 days or
Mhm.
getting whatever because they
Oh.
shared memes that basically don't be a Nazi.
Yeah. Anything with the silly windmill on it.
Yeah, you're not allowed to do that.
So get this up. So I took a scene from a movie that is a good movie though. It's not like some, anti-Semitic Nazi movie or whatever.
Right.
It's a good quality movie production. So I took that, put the meme on it, shared it. Not only did they block my page for like 30 days, they blocked my personal page. So then when I went back and shared it, but blocked out all the figures and left all the words, they blocked me again.
Oh my gosh! Now you're on
Wow.
the list.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So everything was blurred out and censored except
Yeah.
the words "Don't
Yeah.
be a Nazi," and they
the word Nazi. Yeah.
Yes.
For some
Well,
reason, we
I-
can say it. Like we can. I
Well,
don't
you know
know.
what's funny? It
Really
didn't
sad.
even. I don't even actually said no. It didn't even say Nazi. It said "do the right thing" or something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. I saw
was
it, and you
coming-
scribbled it out in red.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was looking at
I'm
that.
like,
Yeah.
that's been crazy. Yeah. And what's funnier though is I can't use any of, and it's been like 2 months now. I can't use any of the apps in Facebook. Like for
Really?
example, let's say if I wanted to go live.
Yeah. I
they
saw you
block
got
me
you got
from
hit
doing
with that.
Oh my.
I got
gosh.
hit for a meme where it said never underestimate the power of stupid people in large numbers or something, and it had the windmill in it, and it was from 7 years ago, and I got hit with a live stream ban.
Just over
Wow.
the winter time.
Like
Yeah.
7 years
This
later.
this
Like they
last
went
winter,
back
yeah.
and
Mhm.
found that in my history somewhere.
Wow. You know, I tell you,
Yeah.
I tell you, it saddens me that there is not a viable alternative to Facebook. I mean, MeWe ain't it.
No.
I've tried Minds. That
Yeah,
ain't it.
A couple of people went to Minds. There's a new one. Wasn't Amosh or not Amosh? Might have been, somebody was talking about
It's
another
called
platform.
Parlor or something.
Parlor,
right?
yeah.
Oh,
I saw him
okay.
say
Oh, yeah.
something about that. I didn't look at it at
Yeah,
all.
if you're a neocon, it's great.
Yeah, open ideas there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I only say that because a lot of my friends that have looked at it and followed it seem to think it's just a neocon haven. So I
Oh,
don't know.
okay. Yeah. And it's hard
Yeah.
because
Yeah, that doesn't
you
sound
know,
like good fishing.
Facebook
Yeah,
has
no.
it's like everybody's
you get
on
like tarp
Facebook.
or something.
Yeah.
Um,
Everybody's here, so it's hard to
Yeah, that's why we
you
can't
know, you
leave
wanna,
Facebook.
like,
This is where the
reach
voters are.
the audience, you know, but it's also it's just awful. It's so bad.
It's like starting the game on extreme hard mode.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, it is. Right?
Yeah.
we started live stream on Facebook, and it's like, man, we could have been on like YouTube or Twitch or
yeah,
played
but
some video games.
the thing is though that a lot of the people that are on don't even notice or care, you know, like
Or even get to see.
what
Yeah.
you know, oh well they're taking that down because, you know, you shouldn't post that, you know, and it's like but
Should have followed the community guidelines.
It's so dumb.
Yeah, right.
Wait, what are the
Yeah,
community
and they're-
guidelines? No, we don't like to talk about the community guidelines. But they actually
change.
are.
Yeah.
They do change. And
A lot.
you know what I find funny is they're so amorphous. They don't really mean anything. I mean, there's not like a set of guidelines that you can't do this, this, and this, and this is
Right.
what falls under that. It's kind of like we don't like what you're sharing, so we're just gonna say that falls under it.
Yeah.
Like, what was it?
You know?
Peter
That
Gay's
doesn't
like,
fit our
it was a
narrative.
picture of Joe Biden,
Right.
and I got banned
Oh.
for something about minors.
Yes.
It's a picture of Joe Biden.
Right,
Oh
yeah,
my
okay.
I saw a meme with Joe Biden. I don't know if it's the same one, but I saw one with Biden, and it had all those different
Believe it.
like manga or anime characters, and it was
Yeah.
basically him sniffing their hair. And like, I had at least five friends that I know that got blocks because of it.
Yeah.
Really?
So-
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
It's election season.
Yeah.
It's hot right now.
Oh,
You gotta be
Joel.
Right?
careful.
I mean,
Joel said as
You
he
know-
went onto Parlor, and the first suggested pages were like Ted Cruz, Liberty Hangout, Trump, Eric Trump.
Mark Levin, Leah Trump.
No
Okay,
thanks.
Yeah.
you guys have fun over there.
Have a good time.
yeah, good times for all. That's for certain.
Yeah. It's so crazy though how Facebook has become this thing, you know, and why can't there be anything better that people want to go to? I don't know.
I don't know. It happened to MySpace. You know, it can
It
happen.
happened quick to MySpace though. Everyone was.
It can happen.
Yeah.
Well, I believe this though, and I do believe this. I think the market will find a solution. I think when somebody figures out how you can migrate your friends over,
Mhm.
that Facebook is over.
Okay.
Because that's the most
Oh, yeah.
difficult thing about creating a new platform, is because you have to. I mean, you can invite people, but it's not the same thing as clicking a button and all your friends
Yeah.
move over.
Yeah.
You know,
That's right.
and I don't know that you can. There's got to be a way you can do that. But
I'd like to see a
Then
way
it's-
where they created a platform that actually, you know, like kind of backdoor
Let's go
integrated,
back to
like it brought your
MySpace.
your Facebook
Right.
stream in, but also gave you a second stream where you can say whatever you want, and if other
Yeah.
people want to see that, it can give them like an option to follow you.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
And I have seen, I mean, I haven't, over the past few
Crazy
years, people have done, I have seen a few kind of startup ideas to try to make another social media platform, but
Yes.
none of them got anywhere. I mean, they all, you know, the inherent problem is bringing your friends over. You have you have such a community built in
Mhm.
Facebook that most people aren't willing to leave that.
Yeah.
Right.
And, you know,
And Facebook
so-
was better at it than MySpace. MySpace felt very separated, but still, it was the only place you had where you could connect with people.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm like,
Yeah.
where is everybody? And they're like, we're on Facebook. I'm like,
I
"Okay,
had
let's-"
friends tell me like, come over to Facebook. They told me go over to Facebook.
That's
It's
where
a
everybody's
lot,
at.
Yeah, it's a lot easier.
Yeah.
There's
And then
you're gonna
Facebook
love
turned
it,
itself into
you know.
MySpace, where you don't see anything that anybody posts.
I know.
Yeah.
Like, wait,
You have to
this
go
is
to their
like-
page to actually see their posts.
Garrett says that
Oh,
Tom
yeah.
didn't fuck with
Cool.
anyone, and he didn't. Tom left us all alone on MySpace. Tom didn't get involved. Did you have a MySpace
course, Tom
account?
wasn't-
Yes.
Did you
Tom-
have MySpace?
Tom wasn't drugging fun
I
of Congress
did have a
either.
MySpace account.
Yes, I remember. Like, oh, I'm not going to do that, and then I did it, and I was like, "Oh, this is fun."
Yeah,
So-
Tom didn't mess with anybody. That was
No.
nice.
He didn't have a chance to, though.
No, he didn't.
It was a shooting star.
Who would have? Who knows what would have happened if he had been dragged in front of the Congress too? You know, like
Right.
yeah.
I do think it's funny though that the minute that he basically sold MySpace to Fox, it tanked.
Oh,
I
is that
find
right?
a little humor and a little joy in that.
Oh.
You know?
Oh yeah. Like, here's it. Give me my money. fun with that.
Bye.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Oh,
this is a
okay, go
question
ahead, yeah.
I've had since like following your profile and stuff. What is LNC-At-Large? What does that mean?
It's basically like, well, so the Libertarian National Committee has, obviously, you have a chairman, you have a vice chairman, you have a treasurer, you have a secretary, you have regional reps, like for
Yeah.
example, so states are basically, I won't say they're cobbled together, but like 3 or 4 states form a region, and it goes all the way across the country. So you have those at-larges. There's 5 at-larges, and they're basically kind of like just, they're basically board members that represent everybody. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I can kind of see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Any hierarchy that you'd have.
Yeah. Yeah. So while like so for example, while a one of the regional reps would represent, say, like Florida, and I don't remember the map, I'm not looking at it, but they're not all contiguous. So it's not like, say, South Carolina, Georgia, and Florida or something like that. It's like maybe Florida, this state, and that state. But
Okay.
they form a region, and so they have a rep that represents their affiliates' interests.
Alright.
And at large is kind of representing everybody's interests. Kind of like a, I would say a broader view, but yeah, a broader
Okay.
view.
Okay, I can see that. So it's you have like the LNC itself, and then it has like like you said, the different, and then there's the at-large that just kind of
Yeah,
monitor
yeah.
all the regions and stuff like that.
I also tend to think it's a form of free labor for
Yeah.
for national.
But you get a
because people
title.
tend to bring right, because people tend to bring their talents with them. Like for example, like for example with me, I have 17 years of experience with campaigns, graphics, and that thing.
That's huge.
That's a
So
big-
that
yeah.
would be something that, so for example, my pet project, one of the things that I want to do on the LNC is revamp the LP store, which is kind of like right now, this kind of Soviet era grocery store.
Oh boy, I just got a
Yeah.
like a visual.
Yeah. I mean,
Those shelves
and
are
it's not making me
sparse.
mad. I mean, yeah. So anyway, so for example, so I would, what I want to do is basically help revamp it, monetize it, and turn it into a messaging platform for the LP.
Yeah.
But it's not like I'd be making money doing it. So basically, I'm taking my talents and my time and reinvesting it into the party.
Yeah,
So-
yeah, and that's good. That's
What made you want to do this though?
Necessary, yeah,
In that
like-
case.
Well, you mean to run for at large?
Yeah.
About a year ago, well, I'll tell you this. So about a year ago, I actually spent my own time and money to go to one of the LNC meetings in Northern Virginia at national headquarters to sell them on the idea of revamping the store and monetizing it and basically trying to reform it. So
Yeah.
I tried to reform from the outside, and all that money and that time
Deaf
didn't
ears.
go anywhere.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I'm like, pleading for people to do something on the outside, it's just not nearly as effective as being an inside needler. Where you're like,
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah.
let's fix this.
Yeah,
I can stand
Yeah.
up here now.
yeah.
So that's part of it. But the other part is, I'll be honest with you, I don't belong to any caucuses, and I don't belong to any factions.
Yeah, so
Now, my entire thing is just about liberty. I only want to see liberty advance. And when it comes to a political party, I want to see libertarians get elected because I want my version of freedom in the sense of I want liberty for everybody. And you're only going to do that when people get elected.
Yep.
So part of it's to kind of hopefully end some of the factionalism, to be an independent, open-minded voice that's just there, that you basically, where you sift everything through, does this advance liberty? Does this conform with our principles to get libertarians elected, and that sort of thing. So there's different different things that I want to do, but those are some of the biggest ones.
That's great. That's so
Yeah,
great.
well,
Yeah.
I can actually see hearts coming up. I usually
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
don't have it over there. That's cool.
So this started about a year ago that you said you wanted to do something like this.
Well, kind of back it up a little bit. About 4 years ago, when I started doing nothing but work for libertarians, solely for libertarians or liberty causes, you look around at campaigns, and this is not, I tend to say what I think, and I try to say it nicely, but that doesn't always work out how I intend. So I'm going to say this out of love, but it's not meant to be bad. I look at some of the campaigns, the quality of the work that they have, and it looks like people are running for high school student council. And you're not going to, not that it can't happen, but it's already hard enough for libertarians to get elected.
Yeah.
We should be doing every single thing we can to increase that number and the chance of them doing it. And part of it is running a professional campaign where people think you're serious. I was telling somebody else this the other day. It's like if I was going to go to a doctor, but he was on the side of the street with a little table set up and had like a beer on it and board shorts, I'd be like, I'm going to get my oral surgery somewhere else.
Personally attacked. No.
And I think that people, certainly the people that we're trying to reach, unfortunately tend to look at things through a certain prism.
Yeah.
How you present yourself, that sort of thing. So anyway, it started a couple years ago, but about a year ago, I finally got to the point that, hey, I'm not going to do anything from the outside in this. So, and then also, honestly, I think that organizations need change. Even if you have good people in them.
We lost your video.
Oh no!
You're back. You're back.
Story,
You're back.
story of my life. I think that organizations need change. I think that new blood is always needed because otherwise it just becomes stagnant. And I think the LNC is like anything else. It's it needs turnover, and that doesn't mean that there's bad people on it. I just think that you need change.
You need some fresh blood in there.
Yeah, fresh blood.
And I'll tell you what, like libertarians rock social media. Like we're the best. We have the best memes. We have the best, the social media presence. Like the best meme pages and everything like that. And it needs to reflect that because that's what the next generation is living off of. That's where they get their information and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yep. So I'm
actually trying to read some of the comments. I'm looking on my phone.
The last one was sitting there for a while. It's Kirk saying that if he advances, he can become the chair and become a pseudo-Republican cuck like Sarwark.
Well, see, I'll be honest. I'm going to say this right now too. When I see the word cuck, when I see anybody using that, I automatically discount anything that they say. Like I don't even listen to it anymore. Because it's such an overused negative term that doesn't really mean anything.
It's like the other C word. It really ruins it.
Well, I'll say this too. I don't just talk about liberty, and I don't just post memes. I actually spend most of my time making sure people who actually believe in liberty get elected, and I don't do it just by running my mouth. I think over the past 4 years, I've probably contributed about $40,000 worth of work to get people who believe in liberty. And I'm not talking about liberty with an asterisk. I'm talking about people who believe that the government shouldn't bother you and that what you do is nobody else's business unless you're stealing from somebody or breaking their legs. Don't hurt people and don't take their stuff.
Yeah.
So
it's a simple,
I'll be honest
law.
with you. Really? It is simple. So I look at the word, I look at it through like that. So I don't support Republicans. I'll tell you this right now. I very rarely ever say the word never. But I will never, ever vote for a Republican again in my lifetime. I won't vote for a Democrat either. So there's that. But I certainly won't vote for a Republican. Anyway, so there's the cuck thing for you.
Yeah, we were statists before we became, like
Ron Paul libertarians.
Yeah. I voted. Ugh, yucky. I think of, and I remember like leaving the booth, and being all like, I voted, woo,
voted for the lesser of two evils.
I picked my team, and that's just that's what it is. It's people a lot of people are, it's just their team, and that's all that they see or care about. It doesn't matter what their team's principles can change.
They're so fluid. Yeah.
Everything can change. But they don't care because they still want to vote for red or blue because that's their team. But what I care like about libertarians,
we will
and
cut each
beyond,
other apart.
is that there's principles, and that you follow. That don't hurt people, don't take their stuff, just leave everybody alone.
It's pretty simple.
Be there, you can help people. Just we don't need these other humans reigning, over us. Exactly.
I absolutely agree.
Yeah, it's just so frustrating. So many people think they need the government to make a decision for them, and I just want to shake them.
It's not for them. It's for the it's for the dumb people. They need the government to make decisions.
Oh, it's so frustrating.
Which is everybody else except me.
I tell you, that frustrates me more than you know, because I look at life and I think that, and again, I think that kind of lost my thought there, so
that's okay. That happens to me on the daily.
Yeah, well, I just, it frustrates me because I think so much of it's common sense. Nobody likes to be told what to do, or very few people do like to be told what to do. Particularly the people who are giving orders, telling other people what to do. They don't generally like somebody else telling them what to do. It frustrates me when I look at people voting, team red, team blue. Like it really matters. But you see the decisions that either party makes, and they're largely the same thing that the other party did before. I saw a mashup of videos from Bush Obama, and it had Republicans on one side of the issue when Bush was president, blah 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 blah, and no.
It's like,
flip it to Obama, same issues, same things, opposite sides of the divide. And you're like, I remember Republicans promising to balance the budget, to rein in big government, and all they needed was the Congress and the White House, and they've gotten that.
Yeah. And now what?
And now what?
We still can't do all the thing.
Yeah.
The thing,
and it's funny too.
The thing we want.
Yeah.
Nobody knows what it is.
Even like immigration. It's like even like with there was so much acrimony over Trump's handling over children in cages and immigration, but Obama did the exact same thing.
That's just par for the
Yeah, and Democrats kept their mouth shut when he was doing it. I mean, by and large. Yeah. So people that buy into the duopoly, I don't understand it. Doesn't make sense.
It's frustrating. It is.
I remember the easy times, the good old days when all we had to bitch about was war. It's like, oh, now you're supporting the war. Oh, now you're supporting the war. Oh my gosh, things are so crazy now. Yeah. It's like I don't even know. I don't even know who wants the mask. I don't know. I don't know what they want anymore. I'm just like, I just know what I want. I want dangerous freedom.
Dangerous freedom, and that's what it is, to be free. I think it's
but if I say that, I might be called a Republican cuck or a Democrat cuck. I don't know. I don't know.
It's funny, I'll be honest with you. Things don't really trigger me. I mean, statists trigger me because I don't get it. It just doesn't make any. It's like walking upside down. Just doesn't make sense to me. But doesn't make sense. But I don't understand the ad hominem, why people have to tear each other down.
Yeah.
I mean, particularly too, I'll say this, particularly people within our own movement. I don't get how, I mean, I understand passion and I understand disagreeing. And I get, there's some libertarians that believe in things and I'm like, how?
How did you get there?
How did you get there?
How do you get there? But I think that if you can't even talk civilly to the people that agree with you on 98% substantively of the issues, how do you ever expect to reach those people outside that bubble is beyond me.
You're going to go cutthroat on that 1%. It's like, and there are some good conversations. There's some, like, we've had conversations with our own friends, and at least, we're like, I've never thought of it that way. And if you could get somebody to say that to you, then you're doing your job. Otherwise, you're just fighting them. You're just fighting like red versus blue, Halo. It's like nobody wins. It's just
Yep.
team
No,
deathmatch.
It is. No, I tell you, you should see some of the hate mail that I get though, and I'm a nice guy though, and I don't just say that. I am a nice guy. I'm a
But you say a
genuinely
lot.
nice
Yeah,
And,
but you say things that people
You say
that,
a lot. You it's a
that
lot more
make
than just
people
memes.
like want to yell at you for how dare you think that way
How
or
dare
say
you make
that.
me question my
Oh yeah, and I've gotten some hate mail that you like. Where do you even come from with that? You know.
Yeah.
But
What
yeah,
is
and
what
I-
would be the what's do you have one that's super memorable? I mean, that stands out in your mind, you know?
Nah, because they all tend to be. I'll be honest with you. Almost every piece of hate mail I've gotten is from somebody from on the alt right.
Oh, okay.
And I'm not saying that to diss people that don't agree with me. I'm talking about like, you know, I did a thing about violence about police brutality or something like that. And I had some flag waver come in about you hate the world and you hate Christians and you hate this and you're just a libtard. And I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. Oh,
And,
no.
and
Okay, whatever.
statism is a dangerous religion. Like they will violently come
Yeah.
after you.
Mhm.
They will. And I've never got, honestly though,
Sorry.
I don't think I've ever, not that they're not nasty, but I've never gotten a hate mail from anybody on the left. It's always been somebody on the right, and I only use that to describe how people classify people into categories because I don't tend to see political world as left or right. I think there's tyranny and freedom, and you're on one side or the other of that issue. So,
Mhm.
you know, whatever.
It's a big party and you ain't part of it.
Right? I love George Carlin, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a insightful, funny guy.
Mhm. Yep. Absolutely.
I do want to say thank you though for y'all giving me this opportunity because again, I don't ever do podcasts and I don't generally talk. I mean, I'll chit chat with you in private, but I don't ever do like things like this.
Oh,
And
this
so-
is exciting.
We're dangerously
Well-
disarming.
Yeah, right. But
We put people at ease.
But so anyway, so I do appreciate it. How long have y'all done this anyway?
About 2 years. I
Coming
think.
up on 2 years. Yeah. Yep.
It started as just us sitting on our couch talking in a Liberty Memes community group, just hanging out with our friends, getting to know people, and it got out of hand. Like
Yeah.
I really like the production side of it, so I overdid all that, and
I like talking to people.
she's an
so
amazing conversationalist.
We
So
just wanted to hang out and get to know folks, and then we started bringing other people onto the show. You know,
Just our friends,
to talk, and then it
and
led
then
to
other people are like, you should invite this
interviews.
person on,
Yeah.
and then I felt like I was like getting over on people. Like I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, I got this guy to come on the show. He must have never seen any of them.
Has he never watched your show before?
And then we had like
'Cause this
John
is-
McAfee
yeah.
and Vermin Supreme and
Get out!
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
it
and,
was
Congratulations. That's
Thanks,
very-
it was fun.
Julie Borowski and
Yeah.
the author Connor Boyack
Connor
was
Boyack, yeah. Yeah.
It's
We've
wild,
had
yeah.
fun. We just love to get to know folks. And people who are doing stuff for liberty, you know, because
Yeah.
there's so many people out there and we want to share and let folks know, you know, what's going on, what everybody's doing, you know, in their own way. As long
Yeah.
as you're advancing towards
Yeah.
liberty,
Yeah, we're for you.
that's exactly right. Exactly. So I'm going to go into the where I just kind of like to talk about, you know, your life kind of thing, if that's okay.
Okay, and I'm going to interrupt you
Yeah.
for 1 second. Y'all can go ahead, but I'm going to pick up my. I've got to find my cord because my phone's about dead.
Oh,
So-
okay. That's fine.
So, give me 37 seconds. I'll be right back.
Okay.
As many
That's
as you
very
need.
specific.
37.
Hold on, let me set the timer.
Dave's setting the timer. No. Yeah, John McAfee. That was a really fun interview.
I like
yeah,
his
we had
acronym there is
Kokesh,
chaos.
Larry Sharp. Yeah, that's right. Larry Sharp was on several times. We had. I love Larry. I do. I really do.
The
Yep.
Yale president
Yes. Gosh, why can I never remember his name?
Maloney,
I feel
because
Cliff.
somebody said more like baloney today, and he shared it.
Gosh. Lyle.
like that he
I think that was Lyle. I really
More
do
Cliff
think that was
Maloney.
Lyle.
That's so awesome that we had him on the show, though.
Oh man, but that was fun.
Yeah, I
was,
should have invited McAfee on again before I went back to work.
Oh, that's okay. Hey, wow. How long was that? Did you time it,
I
Dave?
didn't time it. I don't know how to set timers. I could have did it on my phone, I guess, but I didn't think
That's
it was worth
okay.
it.
Yeah.
That's quite all right, babe.
Oh, sorry about that.
No worries at all. Eventually, one of us is going to have to go pee, so.
That's when it gets weird. Either way, it gets weird.
Yeah. Not that we do that on the stream. I mean, we.
No, yeah.
One of
No,
us
it just
have
gets
to leave.
It gets awkward in a much more boring way.
Good.
Yes.
Sonia.
Oh, love you, Sonia. So I like to talk to people about their lives now. You said you grew up in an Irish Catholic household. Now, are your parents like right from Ireland, or how close to, your family coming over are you?
You got a name that's hard to type on the internet also.
Yeah. I mean, you have a true yes.
It is the un-anglicized, it's the non-anglicized version of O'Shea. If you see it with most people, it's O''S-H-E-A.
Okay.
Whew. Now, sorry, out of breath.
You ran.
No, that's
Yeah, no, my family is, I'm first generation. My mom is, was off the boat, and never met my dad, and my grandfather and my few aunts and uncles are in the States, but I haven't seen most of my family since I was probably 13, so
really?
it's a long time.
Wow.
Yeah. So I probably left out one word that I generally think is understood, but dysfunctional Irish Catholic family.
Okay,
So-
I'm sorry, I forgot to put that
Wait.
in there.
I don't know. I can't say anything. I don't know a whole lot of Irish Catholic families. But
So yeah, no, I had my mom ended up going from. I'm not sure how personal y'all want to get here, but
However,
My mom went
it's up
from-
to you.
well, my mom went from one bad relationship to the next worst relationship, and
No.
I have never had this. I have always had an attitude, probably since I was a kid, and I don't like getting hit, and I don't like getting pushed around. So
Who does?
yeah, so I tended to run away a lot, and I went to the foster home system and things like
Oh,
that,
wow.
and yeah, I basically went from foster home to foster home, or running away from till I was out of high school and in college. I mean, so
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
yeah, I did a stint in the Army, yeah. So yeah, I haven't seen my, every once in a while I try to reach out to my mom, and she just doesn't. We don't have that relationship,
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's like I'll call and call and call and call and call, and I'll finally get to her, and we just have this kind of meaningless
Mhm.
How's it going?
conversation,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then I'll 4 months, 5 months will go by, and I'll call for the next 6 months, and then she never calls me back,
Yeah.
and so then I get her on the phone again, and
That's hard.
same thing, and I just always feel bad at the end of it. So yeah, there's that.
Yeah. Are you guys now? Where did you grow up? What part of the country did you grow up in?
I primarily grew up in South Carolina,
Oh,
down
okay.
in Charleston, South Carolina.
Yeah. Oh, say it again. I like the accent. Go ahead. Say it again.
Charleston.
Yeah. No, I can hear.
Charleston.
I can really hear
That's
it.
how it's properly
That's
pronounced,
how it's
Mary.
properly pronounced.
Yeah.
I say
Well,
Charleston.
you know what's funny though?
Too
is,
hard on that R.
I know.
Right.
I'm no good at it.
Well, what's funny is whenever, and I have a different voice on online than I do in person for some weird reason. I did a lot of theater growing up too,
Oh, okay.
so I always try to weed out the southern
We're
isms.
non-regional here.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's funny. People outside of the South generally say that they get that I'm from the South, but people that are in South Carolina, they're like, "Where are you from, boy?"
Oh,
that,
wow.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
like the way you talk.
yeah.
Oh
So,
my gosh.
yeah, oh my gosh.
Might as well be from Minnesota, right?
Yes. Ope. I say ope all the time. Oh goodness. Tim, is it Tim? He wants to
Yeah,
know what's on
what's-
your hat. What's on your hat there?
Oh,
Okay. There you go.
it is an old. It is as in a hat. It's the most comfortable hat that I have,
Yeah.
and it's one that I had back from when I was in the Army.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I got those.
Yeah.
My hat's all messed up. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
My
I need
head's
to
too
get
big. I
actually
can't wear
have.
hats.
I actually
It's got like
I
sweat
actually
stains.
have some new hats coming that are more, not that are more, but I have some different hats that are coming that are more libertarian hats. but yeah, but this one's just comfortable.
You got to break
It's just,
it in.
like, you know,
Yeah.
when you break something
Oh, yeah.
and you're just like, yeah.
Becomes a
I
part
know.
of you.
I know. I
Yeah,
have,
right?
yes, yep. I know. I have a pair of pants that I am gonna cry the day I have to get rid
Sean
of them
Hutchinson.
when they finally
You should have gotten rid
fall
of them.
apart. Yeah, I'm like, how many times can I sew the holes? Hi, Sean Hatchie. Yeah, it's pretty bad, but I get it. Yeah. Now, what was the Army like for you? How long were you in it, and what years about? You know, where did you go?
What war were we doing then?
Yeah, where did they
What
send
war
you?
were we doing then? We were doing, was it, I was in I'll say this, I was lucky. I actually never spent a day overseas, while my unit was, though.
Wow.
I ended up getting stuck at a base. I got stuck at Fort Rucker, Alabama. Woot. Yeah, not fun. It's almost like being overseas. But I think we were in Desert Storm. No, 2? Whatever the second one was.
I know there was Desert Shield and
Yeah.
then Desert Storm. Shield was first, I think, before the storm came.
Yeah.
Oh,
We were
okay.
just
Yeah, so
shielding.
Storm.
Yeah.
So Desert Storm, it was when
We had trading cards when we were kids.
I didn't,
They're-
but
they're
they
top-
were
were tops,
available.
and
Yeah.
with like general whoever the guy was at that time. Like you had all the trading cards for.
Yeah.
Like they made it a
Oh,
freaking
oh,
game for
yeah,
kids. It was
yeah.
so weird.
Like,
They're baseball cards, like Tops made.
Really?
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah. My uncle has a book of them, probably still, and it had all the generals and all the weapons that people were using and all the bad guys.
wow.
And the axis of evil that was
The
going on.
axis of evil.
Oh my God.
gosh.
Yeah, remember that one?
Dude, they're selling it like a 1980s like
Yeah.
toy cartoon, like Transformers or GI Joe
Yeah,
or
get
something.
these. Yes.
Yeah, no, I was in an Apache battalion. I basically did air traffic control.
Oh no.
Oh wow.
And didn't like it. It's my problem with authority, though. It's like a recurring thing that just keeps coming back and back.
You're gonna
and
stay
back.
down here.
Yeah, I didn't appreciate it. Though I'll say this though, I met a lot of amazing people.
I'm sure.
During my time in the service. Yeah, I mean, and I only did it for 4 years. I was like done.
Yeah.
I mean, I got out, did the National Guard after that, but yeah, I just have a serious problem with authority. So
Yeah.
just wasn't going to
Libertarian.
work.
Yeah, exactly. And what is the reason that they're sending these young people
Yeah.
over? You know, it's
Yeah.
not for freedom. You know, it really
No,
is
it's not.
No, it's their agenda, and everybody's brainwashed into like wanting to send encouraging their kids to go into the service, and
Oh.
it's like, stop it!
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
yeah.
please stop
Be a
doing
hero.
that to your children. Yeah.
Do you remember, was it a couple years ago? I want to say that in San Francisco, Berkeley, or something like that, they actually tried to, whether it was a mayor or council or something like that, they tried to take military recruiters out of schools. You remember that?
Mm-mm.
No,
And the right wing went crazy.
I bet.
Yeah, you're trying to destroy America.
Oh yeah. Yep.
You know?
I'll take
I
some
mean,
water.
and it's funny though, they don't question that we're basically using poor kids to fight rich people's wars
Mhm.
overseas.
Oh yeah. Yep.
I don't do this. I'll have a professional setup because my phone keeps going.
It's fine.
You know.
We'll try to also.
Oh my gosh, propaganda. Oh my gosh, what's that? I don't even know what that's about.
Oh, Garrett, send them the
Facebook
urban
has
warfare
a-
overseas and then hire them as police when they come back.
Facebook has a 90-second
Oh,
delay,
yeah.
so
Yeah, Facebook is a
I
90-second
tell you.
delay. So you
And
got
I'll say that, what's funny about that though is when you look at a lot of the when you look at a lot of the problems that are inherent with police departments now, when you take into account that they basically have already militarized them since 9/11.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But you're getting combat soldiers in a lot of cases, people who've served numerous tours, being put
Oh.
to do a job that they're not really trained or
yeah.
equipped to handle.
Yep.
You know, you know. Anyway.
No. That's it, though. What's happening? I mean, I don't personally believe that the police should be run by the government. I mean, it should be privatized, and you hire your own security firm or whatever.
But also, yeah.
But they're bringing
there's rules
in
of
people
engagement
who,
over there that we don't have here.
Yeah, they just it
Right?
has gotten so out of hand here, like so out of hand.
And then it's that whole hammer and nail thing, and then we just keep giving them hammers, and they want to try them out.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It's bad
For every little hostage or domestic crisis.
Yeah.
Well, you even look though. Was it? I want to say it was Atlanta, or I honestly don't remember now. There's a one community recently that, or was it Colorado? I don't know. Sometimes I think I'm getting Alzheimer's. I don't remember things like I used to. But I think it's Atlanta because they passed a thing, whether it's a council ordinance or whatever, basically stripping away the concept of immunity, qualified immunity.
Oh,
And
okay.
and then the police department, I mean, basically then all
They
the
started
cops
going
started
home.
calling in sick. Like,
I saw your post.
Do your job.
I saw your post
without-
about that, and I liked it a lot.
Wow.
We'll find that. I'm going home, and I'm taking my ball with me.
Yeah, I'm taking my ball with me.
Yeah, right. I mean, but it just goes to show you the mentality that they have,
Yeah.
which is, I mean, it's sad. It's sad that it has to be that way. They can't just do their jobs and be responsible for what they do. They're like, no, I should get to beat people, and I shouldn't be held accountable for it.
Right. Oh, that's it. That no accountability, where they had like that safe space that they could be in, where they could do wrong, and then they get 3 days paid leave. Okay. Like Dave Gabrielson says that was Atlanta. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's what I said.
And he's right. Yeah, he's right.
Yeah.
He's right.
Oh,
The rules of engagement in the military are much more strict than they are in police departments. Yeah,
Could you
I agree
imagine
with
if they had to wait to be fired upon?
that. I mean, but then they wouldn't get to kill somebody's dog. So I mean,
right.
Dogs ain't packing.
Oh, so many sad. It's just so sad. I remember you're like, you don't want to watch this, because I walked in. Dave's watching this video of this police officer shooting this man's dog, and he's like,
I don't even
get
do
out
it
of the
anymore.
room,
I can't.
and I was like,
There's
no,
so
I'm gonna
much
watch
rage
it.
in every Facebook post that I can't anymore. Like, I can't watch your videos. I'm sorry. I can't. The masks have got me so upset already that I can't do anything else.
It's so frustrating. It's so frustrating.
Oh, I'm there with you. I think this is funny that during a month of protest over police brutality, you would have thought that police departments would have went out of their way not to prove the point. But they're like, shit, let's have at it. Let's be.
We had in our own little city here. Like, let's kick this chick while she's on her knees. Like, oh my gosh, you gave them the money shot on video of our little protest in our little city.
Yeah,
and they
you had to do it then.
I forgot what the number is, but I want to say there's like 200 or 300 incidents where cops beat journalists.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean,
I saw they were messing with the journalists, like when with the
when
riots
we were actually
and stuff.
watching the riots. The first couple
and
days
they
we
were
watched them, and then I
watching-
was like, I can't even do this
Yeah,
anymore.
the journalists were there, and then it was like they were kind of getting messed with too. They're like, I'm a journalist, but
But everybody's a journalist, so it's kind of hard. Everybody with a phone is like, no, I have a
suppose.
podcast.
I don't know, but they were like slashing. The cops are slashing people's tires though, and stuff like.
oh yeah.
Like,
I mean,
I feel like
but
some
it
people
shows
just
you
don't
how
grow out of
unaccountable
that.
it shows you how unaccountable they are though.
Yeah.
When they'll do it even on camera and they don't care.
They don't care.
But
Yeah. And that's how I
Big
feel
was
about
sad.
government in general. Like, aren't we the people supposed to be in charge of you guys? And yet we're all just sitting around watching American Idol and just whatever, that's fine. Let them make the decisions for us. Okay, like, it's gross. It's really, it's
it is
sad.
gross.
Yeah, it's very, super sad. Yeah. So what do you do in your free time? Like, are you, but like, because I need a break sometimes. Like, I have to like put the phone down and like go away. Don't look at anything. Do you do that? Do you take a break, or are you like,
binge
do you
anything?
watch movies, TV shows? Like,
drop LSD and just take a couple days off.
There you go. Go for a walk.
I'll be honest with you. Since I was a kid, I have literally like politics and issues, all that flows through my head.
Yeah.
I mean, I watch movies and I like movies and I do other things. I have a 15-month-old golden retriever that I play with.
Yes.
Oh,
I see you love your dog.
a baby.
Yeah, he's very cool. He's a very cool dude.
Yes.
No, most of the time it's like, you remember the movie The Matrix about the red and blue pill?
Yeah.
Man, I tell you, I should have taken the other pill because I'd be a much happier person.
Enjoy that steak.
I know. I want to
but it tastes good.
I want to put my head back in the sand for a minute sometimes. Like, I don't want to know at all. I just want to go back and be like, la la la.
Yeah, right. But no, most of the time it's issues for me. It's getting people elected. I do smoke.
When you say smoke,
and
Not the nasty stuff, no.
not the cigarettes, right?
Oh no, not cigarettes.
That's gross.
Not cigarettes. I am a big believer in cannabis reform. So
good. That's great.
Yeah, and I actually practice it. There's a to appreciate an issue, you have to usually experience that issue, and I am a big experiencer of cannabis. So there you go.
Yes, and you can speak on that topic.
Yeah, right.
With the great knowledge, yes.
But no, it's mostly for me. It's mostly issues. It's mostly getting people elected. So
yeah,
it's kind of like an addiction.
Oh,
unfortunately.
Okay. No, that's okay. Now, do you get up and watch the news in the morning? Where do you get your news from? Because I had to stop watching the news because it's too depressing, and it's been years. I just can't even do it. What's your daily routine then? So you know what you're going to be, talking about or working on, for that day or week or whatever.
Well, I basically get a mix up of several different, like a feed of several different news sources. I do, part of the feed is CNN, part of it's Fox, part of it's mainstream media.
Yeah.
I do the BBC. There's a couple of blogs that I follow, and what I usually do is start cross-referencing things. So I'll see an issue from say it's from Fox or say it's from MSNBC or something like that, and then I start following all the other connections and trying to piece together what the truth is.
What they left out. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Where the spin's at.
Yeah, because they tell their story, or they tell the story how they want it to be
referenced.
Yeah, heard. Yeah.
Absolutely. You know what I think is interesting, just from a historical perspective, is people. You would think that the news should be unbiased and fair, but it's never.
They all are. They say in their catchphrases.
Like you go back as far as you go back to even kind of the founding of this country, and
yeah.
newspapers were largely the viewpoints of political parties or organizations. They were not unbiased, fair. And I'm not saying that's right. I'm still saying that people act like you're going to get this unvarnished truth.
Yeah.
And that's never ever existed. I mean, very rarely, maybe.
Yeah.
If ever.
Those ones didn't get any traction.
And imagine the news back then. I mean, I just imagine. I mean, I think about
the
I'm
one
40,
person with a printing press was like, "Here's what I think."
We didn't have the internet. It was you read it in the paper or somebody would call you, tell you something.
Yeah.
But even way before that, when there was just and on a horse they would take it around.
This guy can type stuff, so we're gonna believe what he says.
Exactly. And then you find out weeks or a month after something has already happened, and it's like.
But also, you couldn't tweet about it, so you weren't involved.
Right. Oh yeah.
You didn't use your social prowess to change the public opinion.
So you said. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. No.
You first.
So I was going to ask you, do y'all do Twitter? Because that's one thing that I've never ever. It doesn't make any sense to me. I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I always called it my private public journal. Like we have a page, we have a Twitter feed, and we tweet things.
For this show.
And like our 5 friends that know us from Facebook actually respond to it. But other than that, we get no traction. So it's like
I got on Twitter like 4 years ago, just as like myself.
Yeah, and then you have nobody.
And then I was just like, I'm just gonna say all the things
Because nobody's gonna see it.
Yeah, I was like, my mom's not on Twitter, so I'm just gonna be like, bloop, 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 bloop. Like, not that I'm not talking shit on my mom, but just all my feelings about everything, and like, you know, like that I want to like not say, you know, in front of my mom. And but then I don't know, it just
I don't understand. But it's just as hard as Facebook. We just happen to be in a situation in Facebook where we got some traction.
And then I got off of it. You know, I couldn't keep up with trying to make my thoughts be only 120 characters.
Yes, right.
Like, damn it!
It's like, gotta cut this out.
Yeah.
But I want to get the link in there.
Like, yeah, I'm like deleting words. I'm like, okay, I can use abbreviations.
That reminds me, I'll have to send you a. There's a cartoon that I saw one time, where it's got Lincoln doing the Gettysburg Address in Twitter.
Oh.
Yeah.
BRB.
That would be fun. Yeah, BRB.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that would be so great. I would, love to see that. So I was going to ask you, you said you watch movies, but I wondered what kind of movies, that you're into.
They're historical.
Dave says they're historical.
Yeah, well, they're generally, mostly, I do like historical dramas or documentaries. But, like, for example, I like, I like A River Runs Through It, like that movie.
Oh, I love that movie, yeah.
Right? The Usual Suspects, great movie.
Yeah.
She made me watch that.
You know, I tend to like older movies, like classics, but I don't know. I like good movies. Mm-hmm. So I don't tend to like stupid comedies. You know, like Adam Sandler movies, for example.
Oh.
Yeah.
Shots fired.
No, that was somebody's meme where it's like, look at Adam Sandler movies and tell me that capitalism is a good thing. like the most productive will rise to the top.
There's certain ones. What's the one where he's the devil guy or whatever? Little Nicky or something like that. Like,
that was terrible.
I did not like that one. I did not like that one at all. I mean, there's funny ones I enjoyed of his, but yeah.
I like The Waterboy and Happy Gilmore.
Yeah. Okay, those
were
the two I liked
those
too.
were the two that we liked.
Chris Farley, though, man, Chris Farley.
No, we look at movies
Chris
as an
Farley.
escape. We look at a lot of things as an escape, I think. So it's like, we don't learn much.
Yet I'm currently watching.
Oh, The Handmaid's Tale.
Like, why am I doing that to myself?
Yeah, that's an intense series, isn't it?
I watch her watching it, and I'm just like, this is entertaining because all of her facial expressions.
Because he's on.
I'm like fishing on the Xbox.
Yeah, I just started season 3, so I'm sitting there with the laptop earbuds in, and we're on the couch. He's fishing, and I'm just like, what? Oh my gosh, you jerk! Oh, fuck you! And he's looking over at me like, what's going on? And I'm like, you don't even know. Like, you don't even know, man. Just started season 3. Yikes.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's intense. That's for certain.
It is.
Very well. The production value is amazing, though, in that movie. It's really very well done.
I like it. I mean, so far, the writing and everything about it and the way the acting, it makes me feel as though it's on par with Breaking Bad, because I really loved Breaking Bad, and I kept wanting to go back to it. Yeah, so I feel like it's up there with that. Have you watched Better Call Saul? Because that's, after Breaking Bad ended, Better Call Saul came out, right?
Yeah.
And
I kind of railroad that one.
Yeah, we started watching it, but I didn't want to watch it alone, and Dave was like, I'm done watching it, so
I avoid drama. Anyway, I like action and comedy and horror even.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen the new movie with what's his name? He played Thor.
I know who you mean, but I can't think of his name.
Chris Hemsworth.
Okay.
He's in a movie, on a Netflix movie called Extraction.
I don't
know. If you haven't seen it, it's a very intense movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Extraction.
Yeah, he's a badass.
See, I'm into that stuff. Like, I need some action.
Yeah. And I enjoy that too, because I grew up watching, like, my dad always had, like,
he liked the 80s,
RoboCop, you know, it was, like, always, who's the
guy.
guy, Steven Seagal, you know, I mean, I was always around those kinds of movies growing up, so I bet I enjoy it.
Everybody's Saul is great. We
Everybody's-
watched the first season up to the last episode. I think that's where we got, as we usually do.
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't watch the last episode.
That's what.
That's
so
my
bad
fault.
at that.
It's my fault.
Yeah, I'll have to check it out. I've never seen that, so I'll
Watch
definitely have
The
to look at it.
Tale. Like,
Saul
why aren't
Goodman.
they shooting them? Seth, anytime my wife watches The Handmaid's Tale, I'm like, why aren't they shooting them? I know.
Wait, who's shooting who?
The women shooting the men.
Oh,
you
okay.
mean?
I'm hoping.
Stealing the guns, shooting. So, all right, tomorrow is the big day.
We celebrate our freedoms tomorrow.
We celebrate our freedoms with our masks on tomorrow.
Right? All kinds of freedom there.
Woo!
My heart isn't in it this year. Like I don't know.
It's
It's not just me
2020,
saying
baby.
that. I'm just
No
feeling
one's
it.
heart's
Like,
in anything
like
right
I don't
now.
even feel like buying fireworks. Like I don't feel like we deserve it. We just everybody's just
That's
like
what the
rah rah,
government-
let it go.
That's what the
No,
government
it's
wants.
the
It's
people.
the Karens want you to think you don't
It's the
deserve it.
Karens.
And no, but we did. We went and bought some fireworks.
We did. We got some
yeah.
fountains.
And this year is just, it's been nutso. So what are you doing? And what are your thoughts on the 4th of July and, you know, like how you feel about, you know, all of it?
Well, I shared a meme today about that. You ever read any Joseph Sobran?
Gosh, I'm sorry. No.
It's-
Please don't make fun of me.
We'll write it down then.
Okay, you should.
I have so much
Because-
reading
no,
to do. I have
will
young
say this,
children.
though.
It's really hard.
That even if you don't agree with somebody's politics, like for example, there are people that he is certainly, again using that paradigm of right left, he is certainly historically more right, but his views on liberty, you know, according to the Constitution, things like that, the idea of natural rights is generally spot on. So I suggest it in the sense that he is certainly an interesting person to read, and you will probably agree with more than you disagree with.
Yeah.
But where I was going with that though is when you look at where we've come as a country since our founding, you wonder why we even celebrate at all.
Mm-hmm.
You look at the extent to which we have to ask for permission to do things. You look at the amount of control that the government has over our finances, over how we live our lives, the amount of money that they take from us. You know?
Yes.
Anyway, yeah, and then the add in the mask and everything else.
Yeah.
It's just like, what are we even doing? Maybe we should just take a pass this year.
Yeah.
And advance to next year. Maybe
And that would
hopefully-
really freak everybody out. Like, where's the fireworks? Where's the illegal fireworks?
Oh.
I miss those days because in PA it used to be illegal to have any fireworks that left the ground. So and this was just until a couple years ago. So it's all sparklers and snakes and firecrackers.
But now it's still like.
But even
then,
you
you
still
can't do
do-
them in the city, but people do them anyway, and I love it.
Yeah, and that's it was like I loved it. I like going out there, and it was like a war zone in our city. Like all these mortars going off, and they're all illegal because the houses are too close.
Yeah, you're not like
And I'm
40
like,
feet away from another house.
This is America here. You know, it's
Yeah.
like come and stop us all. You know.
Yeah.
But now it's legal, but
There
still
was
it's
a
just
guy
like
2
it
years
feels
ago.
dirty.
He spent like, it must have been, I mean, thousands and thousands of dollars for the whole entire 3 weeks leading up to the 4th. Every night he'd put on a show for like an hour and a half, you know, and we could just see it right there. It was like amazing. It was so beautiful. I don't know. Oop, I dropped the.
Oh, what'd you do?
I dropped the bottle
it's
opener.
way down there.
The bottle opener dropped. Yeah, that was an accident. Can we just skip 2020? I know.
But then I say, is 2021 going to be any better?
I tell you, hopefully it's got to be, because if it gets any worse, man. I mean, you're
That's
like
when Yellowstone goes.
Meteor of Death or something like that.
I know. Everything's so extra this year. It's like,
So I'm waiting for Yellowstone. There's
Yeah.
going to be like 3,000 of us left.
love you, Joel. Love you, Joel. Yeah, everything is just so
We
over
got
the
Joe
top.
Biden on our
can't-
YouTube
oh, Joe
saying,
Biden Jr.
I'm going to be president, so yes.
I gotta find out who that is on the YouTube, sir. Boy, oh boy. All right. So, do you think Joe Biden is gonna?
What is the thing I'm seeing? Like, it kept getting
Do you
posted
think
where
he's gonna get?
everybody's like, Trump's saying if
his
his numbers don't look better, he ain't gonna run.
Oh.
Is that a real thing? Because I didn't read
Trump,
the article.
I don't believe that.
I didn't read the article.
I don't believe. I do. I tell you though. And I know I've seen in the polls. You know, I see people talking about polls, and they're like, "Oh well, Hillary was up too, and all that." I mean, she, you know, her numbers were up and stuff like that. So whatever. But Biden's not Hillary for one.
No.
You know, he doesn't have that particular level of hate that she did.
And everything else that was
number
going
two-
for her.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Well, I think too, though. I think you know. I think when you look at them, you look at what they did to Bernie when she ran. I think that in her ineptness in running her campaign, you look at where they lost, and they lost in states that were traditionally Democratic states because they took them for granted. I don't think you're going to see that with Biden. Do I think he will be a good president? No, I do not. Do I think he should win? No, I don't even think he probably barely knows who he is anymore.
I know it's like
it almost feels bad to make fun of him, but he is a dirty
politician,
pedophile.
So yeah.
But
Oh yeah,
that
pedophile.
said, I mean, one thing that people are missing with Trump in these new poll numbers is he's losing the seniors in a large number.
Really?
So there are shifts going on. You look at his demographics when it comes to women, like it was bad with Hillary. It is atrocious with Biden. I mean, he is getting, I mean, when you dig down into it, I mean, Biden's doing bad. I mean, even comparing back to Hillary, Biden is close in Texas. He's ahead, I think, in Florida, ahead in North Carolina, outside the margin of error of the polls. And it's from all the polls, not like one or two or three. I mean, like, he is consistently in the way, when you look at the ratings, like, for example, when they do polls, all these different poll organizations are ranked on how reliable that they are.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And Biden's numbers across the reliable ones are outside, in a lot of cases, the margin of error. So I think, you know, the problem with Trump is Trump's had 3.5 years to show who he is. And, you know, even if you think Biden doesn't know who he is, I think there's enough anger and animosity that people are just like, fuck it.
Yeah.
It can't do any worse. Right? I mean,
That's his fucking
I'll say this too.
his campaign
That's
slogan.
his slogan.
Right? I think people are just tired. I think people are just tired.
Absolutely.
And they're tired of the shit show. They're tired of the games. They're tired of the lies. And not that Biden's going to do, again, not that he's better, but I think people are just done. I think there's enough people in this country that are just like, let's move on.
Yeah.
No.
Try something else.
Try something different. Is that what I wish they'd try something really different though? Like outside of the tube.
Try gold.
Yeah.
Well, you know, unfortunately, liberty is not something. Reminds me. Have you ever read any Mencken?
I'm so
Stop
sorry.
saying that.
I'm so
You know what
sorry.
I'm going to do? I want to send you all a reading list. Like
Please do.
And H.L. Mencken, write that down.
Oh, Mencken,
With
yeah.
your pen.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Write it down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't sign
Take
shit.
notes, yeah.
Brilliant writer.
That's all I know is I
Brilliant
didn't sign
liberty writer.
Yeah.
Right? No, you should though. He was an amazing writer. You know, there's this one quote that he has, and it's about, and I believe this actually, is that most people don't really want liberty. They want security and safety.
Yep.
And I think that's where far more people in this country are.
They are.
And that's sad. I mean,
It
that's really
is.
sad.
It doesn't have to
know?
come from the government though, you know? It's like we start now and teach our kids like how to build, take care of yourself.
How to feed
like
yourself.
don't depend on the government like, oh, if this happens or this happens. I know it's scary as shit that safety net isn't there, but that safety net, that's fake. Because it's not even going to be there if you need it, you know? I mean, the government is so incompetent. Yeah, it's so, I know. Freedom is scary, but...
It's scary. Freedom is scary.
But it's beautiful and wonderful, and wouldn't you rather make your own decisions for yourself? But no, people don't. They want to blame someone else. They don't want the repercussions or accountability.
No, they do. And I'll say that, let me add too. So what I was saying about Biden doesn't mean that I like Biden, because I don't.
Oh no, yeah, we know, yeah.
So I just want to. I'm reading through some of your little comments.
Oh yeah.
It's like I always have to put. It's like I have to put an asterisk on everything.
Yeah, I know.
You're running for a
And
thing.
saying that doesn't mean that I like him, and it
Yeah.
doesn't mean that I think he's a good guy, and it doesn't mean that I don't think there are serious issues with his own record.
Right.
What I'm saying is I think when you look at it, the country is unfortunately stuck in this duopoly. Oh, it's funny. You know what's funny is watching the thing, your camera, the video. Anyway.
Oh, it's go. Yeah.
Yeah. The delay. But I think when you look at the numbers and you look at people, they are just tired.
Yeah.
And so even if he's horrible, they're like, fuck, at least he's not this guy.
They only know
Right.
two
And
paths.
they only know the yes.
Yeah.
So they went this way. Now everyone's going to go this way. I really wish that
Really?
people would
Sounds like a,
would.
go ahead.
Yeah.
That's Joe Biden.
No.
though.
All right. You know, I'm gonna stop reading the comments.
Well,
Oh, yeah,
well,
no,
well,
no,
That
no.
makes me feel like I have to go back.
No,
Oh.
don't even.
What
No.
didn't I say that you did not understand the first time?
They're just
We'll
joking.
let
Joe
you
Biden
know,
Jr.
yeah.
is just joking around.
We'll let you
like-
know when something of substance comes up.
Yeah. That's
I
just
know.
gibberish there. It's all good.
Okay. Yeah, that's.
Um,
I'll tell you that that's one thing that I do have to work on is I really take this whole thing personally in the sense of advancing liberty and I don't have I'm not about bullshit. I'm not about the games. I'm not about jockeying for power. I'm not about whatever it is that people do. All I want to do is see liberty work. So it's like I see some things and I'm like, motherfucker, what don't you get? And
That's me.
I need to develop a thicker skin because I don't have one. So anyway,
That's okay, and that's hard. I know it is. It's
That's why we try to like protect our
guests.
guests from the comments, because it's a weird thing that I juggle here, because a lot of the people in the comment section are our friends and we understand that they're joking or where they're coming from or how
okay.
they're trolling.
But I don't know that. Like,
But then,
that our
like,
guests know that they're
Yeah,
joking.
but then a random Twitch party will roll in, which they haven't done lately,
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
they'll just be like dirty, racist, like talking about Mary and stuff,
Twitch,
and
yeah.
that's the only time I've ever
And we
banned
don't know.
anybody.
We don't know those people, and they think they're going to come on and say
Yeah.
something that's going to be offensive, and I'm like, bring it. But when they get like racist and shit, I'm like, shut it down.
Yeah.
Like, you want to say
I know.
penis? That's fine. I don't care. I will laugh at that. But you start saying shit, you start being racist.
No, the
we're-
best
we're
was we
shutting
didn't
it
have a
down.
guest on. We were just hanging out with the comment section, and some of those people rolled in, and like we didn't have anybody to worry about, so we're just like, let's engage. And they left. I didn't even have to ban them; they just left. It was great.
that's funny. You know, and it's funny. The only reason I do that is because I know when I make a post, like on my own page, and I think I don't try to write dissertations. I try to like take an idea and just give you a broader overview of it, and then that makes sense, and then let you go where you want to. Like, I think that most people should just get it because it's common sense. But
Yeah.
then you go back and read some of the comments, you're like, motherfucker, come on. I mean, really, it's not a fucking dissertation, bro. I'm not trying to like solve all the world's problems in one single post. And so sometimes when I read like comments, I'm like, dude, really?
How did you
Come
not
on.
solve all the world's problems in one post? Come on.
Right.
Come on.
Well,
Do better.
You read some of the comments and you're like, dude,
I know.
come on. Like they'll pick apart your thing. You're like, but you forgot to mention this and this and that. And the other, you're like, I have like 15 minutes
Yeah.
to get this
I gotta
done
go
quickly,
do
and then I got something else to do.
Yeah.
Right? I got other stuff to do.
You have to. Yeah.
You know, and I tell you what really gets me though is when people take, like, let's say that you say that
I love
The
that
sky
movie,
is
by the way,
blue.
Dwayne.
Yeah.
Yes, the sky is blue.
and then they'll like,
brave.
well, but it's not always blue. It's
Yeah.
green sometimes, and it's red. You're like, oh Jesus fucking Christ, come on,
How
come
are
on.
you?
Anyway,
When the
whatever.
sun is
But
setting,
that's
it's
one of the big
orange.
things that I see that you do and a few people do is a lot of people just post memes and then that's their whole thought. But you give a synopsis of what it means to you and stuff like that. A lot of people don't add that extra, and that's where they feel like they can attack you. Is like, oh, now you're giving your own thoughts on this.
And do you ever wonder though if these people would say any of this to you in person? Do you know? I mean, there are people who would. You know, there are,
Yeah.
but most of the people who sit behind and type are friends, though. I know they would say they would do. Not to you personally, no, but but the I don't want to say
Libertarians
the
in
parents,
general, like, I'll say that in
Oh,
person.
yeah, like I would,
Yeah.
but people who are, I don't know,
The trolls. Like,
Yeah.
we did a stream a
Yeah.
couple weeks back, like, wide open, out in the live, on Twitch, everything, and I just posted the Zoom link. I'm like, if you want to come on the show, click the link, and you're in the Zoom meeting.
yeah,
And we had like 10, 15 people on here. None of the trolls came on.
they didn't. No. Oh, any of them could have come on.
Yeah, that's what I said. I just posted it out in live.
Yeah.
Like, anybody can
Yeah.
come on the show right now.
It was so much fun.
It went so well.
It really
It
was
sounds-
so much fun. Yeah.
There was a bunch of masks and guns were coming out and people were losing their shirts. It was crazy.
Good times. Now, when you go, because speaking of the masks, now when you go to your grocery store or, like, down the street to grab some beer, do you have to wear a mask? Do they require it? Do they have a sign outside? Can you just not wear it and they won't give you any shit?
It is encouraged but not required.
Oh.
That's nice. That's nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I like
So,
the encouraged but not required.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah. And I'll say that it's most places that I've been to here have been like that. However, I went to the post office today, who seems to have this, today it's required, tomorrow it's not. So you kind of, it's like mask bingo. So you go in one day and you've got to wear it. And the next day they're like, nobody has masks on. So yeah. Yeah. So no, we're lucky though. And it seems split. The people that I've seen, like half of them have it, quarter of them maybe have it, the other half don't. So
Yeah, we're like 98%.
Yeah.
yeah.
98, 99% people wearing masks.
Yeah.
But it just says on the front door
Okay,
you
so-
have to wear it.
Let me add this though. There are like the big grocery store here is called Schnucks, and there's two different ones, both within a mile where I live, but both have very different demographics.
Okay.
So, trying to figure out how to say this without it sounding bad.
Take your time.
So there is one that, let's say that it's more the upper class, little wealthier, little more
Okay.
lily whitish, masks everywhere, by and large. There's another one a mile away that's a little more inner city. Masks not so much. And that's not a, and I'm not saying that to say anything negative about either side.
Oh, no.
It's just
yeah.
interesting how there's a very different application of it.
Yeah.
Does that make
I'd
sense?
go to the
No,
one
yeah.
where you don't
No,
have
yeah,
to.
I would- yeah.
I'd be at
I would
that
go
one
that
where
way.
I'm just like not wearing a mask. Woo, freeing.
'Cause-
Yeah.
Yeah, breathe in. I was going to Target the other day with my son because he's addicted to buying Nerf guns. And, we were about to go in and I was just like, smell Target, like sniff it before we put our masks on, and I was like, I
Target.
hate this so bad. But I was, and it's so weird because I'm talking to people and I will never accept this as normal. People who say new normal can fuck off. I'm not okay with this. I am not okay with this. It's weird and it's I don't like it. I don't like it.
Joe Biden, we sniffing
Yeah.
in here?
Yeah. But I was smelling Target. I was like trying to like pull, I bought myself a scarf at the Dollar Tree that I wear around, and I put it up because it's more breathable than the masks, like other masks. And
Yeah.
I'm like pulling it down, like just trying to smell the inside of Target.
Kirk said 7-Eleven dudes let you keep the mask down unless a white woman with a certain appearance comes in, then they give you the hand sign to get it up.
Have you ever seen this though? This is one thing I find interesting. I'll see people with the mask, but they're like below their noses. You're like, what's the point, man?
I know.
What's
Yeah.
the point?
Exactly.
Makes no sense.
And that's fine. I'm okay with that. I saw a woman in Dollar Tree the other day. She didn't have, because I've been taking my kids to Dollar Tree. I'm like, just pick out whatever you want. Just pick it out. We're at a store. Have fun. And she had no mask on. And I was like, yeah, lady. Like, oh, man, I want to just rip mine off right now. Why didn't
Yeah,
I?
right.
Why didn't I? I'm a pussy. That's what that is. I should just
don't
walk
have a
in there with
breathing
like,
issue.
I could just say I have a breathing issue. My kids though, they say like, I can't breathe in this. I'm like, take it off. Take it off. Like I tell my kids, take it off. Like don't. Because Jane today in the fireworks store, she's like, I can't breathe. I'm like, rip it off your face. You don't need to wear it. Like, but yeah.
Well, you give it a few more months at the rate that we're going, and you'll end up getting stoned if you don't wear a mask.
That's
somewhere.
drag to the town square. Cover your face, woman.
Right? I mean,
You're
even. I'll say this though. You're even seeing. Again, I am a big believer in people doing whatever they want to for their own personal safety.
Mm-hmm.
They think they need to do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But there is even over this convention fight that's been transpiring, the level of shaming and bullying people who don't agree with you is kind of gross. So
so much
I
shaming.
guess where I'm going with that is if you're even seeing that in libertarian circles, oh my God. I mean, statists are like, anyway.
I know they're
Sad.
We did see a little bit of it in the libertarian community, where it was like, I'm like, whoa, wait a second, are you like that's cool, like you want to wear a mask, that's fine, but like don't be trying to like.
I haven't seen
I
anybody
understand
advocate government
you're
control
scared,
over it.
but like don't try to force me to do.
And that's fine. And I mean, you can use what you got to publicly shame somebody into doing what you want to do, but once you say the government should put a gun to your head and say you have to do this,
Or just
because this is what we need the government to do it.
Anything that the
You're a
government
libertarian?
should do.
Well, I tell you, I certainly understand that, but I think it goes back to what I said earlier. I think that within our own circles, particularly, if you can't, if you can't communicate with people in your own movement who agree with you on most issues in a way that respects beliefs and values too, that if shame and emotion simply because you don't see eye to eye on an issue is the way to go, then you have no chance of converting people outside of our group. I don't think.
Right.
So I'm not arguing with you so much as saying that I certainly see that differently, and certainly in the way it's being applied. I've seen in some of the delegate groups. I mean, there's been ugliness on both sides.
Oh, for sure.
But some of the ones who are trying to, like for example, who are trying to cancel the convention, and I'm not saying it about those people who want to make sure they're guaranteed to be able to participate remotely. I'm talking about people who want it canceled and only online, and they don't give a fuck about what anybody else wants. And they can't just argue that we disagree and this is what I want. It's like, well, if you don't agree with me, you're fucking evil and you want people to die.
Yeah.
And that's literally what they're doing.
I know. Yes. And that's not what I don't want people to die. That's it. Like,
believe it or not,
I just want us all to be free.
Right.
Did you guys, anyone here, and have you ever seen, I watched it in 9th grade. My English teacher rolled in the, it was like VCR and TV and everything. And it was called The
Motions
Lottery.
Are Fact.
Did you see The Lottery? I need to find that. We watched it. It was so messed up. But
is that like Logan's Run or whatever?
I don't know. But every so often, a name would be picked out of a hat, and then you would be stoned to death by.
I read that.
your
I
peers.
read that as a kid.
Yeah, I saw the movie. Whatever, my English teacher had us watch it, and I was like, I am messed up from this. Like, why would they do that? Why? What is the need to get rid of one person in society every 6 months or whatever? Yeah. And so your name would be picked, and then you knew. And this poor little girl was up against this garage or building or whatever and got stoned to death by her family and peers. Yeah, it was terrible.
Yeah.
But who's to say that's not going to happen?
Right?
They're not going to pick a name out of a hat. They're just going to start stoning you in Walmart, It's sad.
And it goes back to it goes back to our conversation when it comes to like the police, the government, whatever, is that most people in society tend to think that if you're getting, outside of these protests, that most people tend to have the view if you're getting beat by the cops, you did something wrong. It's not, well, maybe the cops were wrong.
Oh, yeah,
You know?
yeah.
So
A terrible story we all had to read. The lottery, a terrible short story apparently we all had to read. Seriously, it was awful. But that's it though. Like you're getting beat by the cops, so you must have resisted. You must have done something wrong, you know?
Yeah. You know what's funny too is every once in a while I'll get into a discussion or a debate with somebody, and they look at you like they just don't understand what you're saying, and my response is always, I went to public school in South Carolina, and then they just kind of understand.
Yeah.
It just all makes sense.
Give him a minute. Give him a minute.
A little Southern joke there.
Oh my gosh. I'm so glad that you came on to hang out with us. I have to use the restroom and it's 11:30, so we should probably we try to
drunk. Yeah.
And we're drunk. This was so much fun though. So where can people find you? What media outlets are you on? I know Facebook, obviously, Mad Statist. So where else can people find you?
I don't do Twitter, so I have a Twitter account, but I never ever use it. So they can either go to my personal page, and you look up Kieran Ó Sé, you'll find it. Then go to the Facebook for the Mad Statist. They can go online, which is themadstatist.com, or I have a page for my LNC-At-Large run, which is the easiest way to find it is themadstatist.com/KAOS, because those are my initials. So
he's going to type it in. Yeah. Oh,
KAOS.
Chaos. I like that.
Yeah.
So real quickly, tomorrow, what are you going to be doing? Are you going to set off fireworks? Are you going anywhere? Are you seeing anybody?
No.
Are you going to barbecue or grill?
No,
Barbecuing
I
is
don't
different.
know. I don't know anybody here. I'm kind of like in this sort of self-exile, so I don't know anybody where I'm at. I will probably, there's a campaign I need to finish up some graphics on.
Mm-hmm.
I will probably do that, and hopefully start packing for Orlando.
Okay.
Because I don't know, when we started, I was in the middle of the LNC meeting, so I don't know what they've decided. But it sounded like they were moving towards having a hybrid convention, having the physical one down in Orlando and having online remote access guaranteed. But I don't know what the result was. So so either finishing up graphics and packing, or finishing up graphics and drinking, one of the two.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I'm so glad you came on. You did fantastic.
Yeah.
I know you said you don't do this a lot, but this was great. This was so much fun.
Wow.
It was like us just hanging out. So you did wonderful.
Well, y'all are in New York, right?
Pennsylvania.
Where
We're
are
right between. We're right on the Great Lakes,
Erie,
and so
Pennsylvania.
we're right between Ohio and New York.
I will probably be going to the New York convention in September.
Oh.
So I will have to, if I do, we'll have to work out a time because I'm driving up there.
Oh my
I'll have to
gosh.
work out a time where I cut through where y'all are at. We'll have
Please
to hang out.
do. That would be so much
Grab drinks or
fun.
something.
We'll put on our masks and go
Yeah,
have some drinks.
I hope we're not having
Throw
to
our
wear
masks.
masks.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we're gonna go.
We're not
red
going to wear
any
a
minute
mask.
now.
Yeah.
But hey, I appreciate y'all inviting me. I appreciate y'all putting up my with my technical difficulties and stuff like that. Y'all are really awesome.
You
Thank
did great. You did.
Yeah,
this
was great.
This was so great. We always have our own technical difficulties on
That's
this
why I said
end.
we thrive on chaos. That's why I said just come in hot. We'll see what happens.
See how it goes. Yeah. You did wonderful. Thank you so much. I hope you have a great night and a wonderful day
Thank
tomorrow, doing all the things you're going to do. We'll see you soon, I hope.
Good talking, man.
Yeah.
Take care. Thank you.
Good night. Good night.
Bye.
Oh, Garrett says that we're the armpit of Ohio and New York. We pretty much are the armpit. Did you hear that from somebody, or did you just make that up? Because that's fantastic.
It says join Zoom Pro. Remove the 40-minute time limit on future meetings. Did we have a time limit?
Sorry.
Yeah, we're gonna have an after party.
We're gonna do a small after party. Because you know why, guys?
Because I gotta go back to work on Monday.
Dave has Yeah.
So who knows what the future will hold?
But I know we skipped out on Tuesday, and
We
that
did.
was me. I really just needed a break. I couldn't.
And I'm
needed
sorry
a
I
break.
didn't say anything to anybody. And then a bunch of people actually messaged us and said, "Where are you?" And I was like, "Oh, you guys."
And I'm like, Dave, you sent out a message, right? He's like, no, everybody's in the chat right now,
like,
like doing the
They're
buttons.
freaking out. And I'm like, "Oh, you guys care." I didn't think anybody would notice.
Personal experience, right? Yeah. So, but no, I needed a break, like just an extra day off.
But then
you
we
know?
came back and it felt like it's been forever since
I
we've
know
been in here.
it's only been a week, but
I know.
it feels like. Oh gosh, where's Toby to collect that? Yeah.
What New
Yeah,
York
we're gonna
convention?
find out, Dottie. We'll find out.
Sort of trap.
Yeah.
What does that even mean?
I'm happy that Dave has a job to go back
Nope.
to. You know, like, we're gonna miss having you home. Like, we love having you around, but
It's been nice being
yeah.
retired for a few months here.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, thanks for missing us, guys.
Wait, what? He's here. He saw that.
Meow. Like my daughter. She goes full kitty. Meow, meow, meow.
All right, can we
My
do,
parents were here the other
do
night,
some buttons?
and Jane was like full
How dare
cat
you.
for like, I don't know, probably half an
Oh,
hour.
she went hard, yeah.
Like super duper.
Like
Like
rolling
she
around on
had,
the ground?
she was rolling up in a blanket, and she was.
Come on over
We're
here.
just watching
Come on
her.
over here. You flip me off. Come on, coward. No. Come on. You're not an intellectual. You're a fake and a fraud.
You're faking.
You should make that one bigger. I mean, just for because like that, everybody needs to really experience that. I'll become an independent rug salesman.
A terrible salesman.
But if you have something that people want, then
Colby.
did you make it? All right. Don't forget that Kobe died this year too.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
That seems
So
like so
overshadowed.
long ago. Oh my
those were the
gosh.
easy days. Oh my gosh.
Right?
Like I missed the Russian inclusion scandal. Oh,
Oh gosh.
when that was the only thing on the news, and like guys know that Russia is on the news. Oh, I miss those.
James.
I miss those days.
Oh, I miss it.
Things
just
have gotten
being
so
about-
weird now,
Yeah.
and I'm just like all day, every day, enraged over a stupid fucking mask.
Because
'Cause
our
Wolf is like,
our
remember when you
governor
leave your
just-
front door, you gotta have a mask on your face.
Don't forget.
And I'm like in the van with the kids, and I'm like, Mary, should I tell Wolf that he can eat my whole ass? And
And the
you're
kids
like,
are like-
what'd you say? And I'm like, I'm not repeating it because they didn't hear me, but I want to tell him that he can eat my whole ass.
David's like, he can eat what? And I'm like, no.
Like, I really want to tell Governor Tom Wolf that he can eat my whole ass.
Because she would miss me too much. Oh, Joel. Oh, you know what? I don't want to be one of those people like, there's a reason for it, but I mean, there probably is. Yeah. I'm sorry that you didn't get the position you interviewed for. That stinks.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, that's. Yeah, F's in the chat for Joel. He didn't get the position.
Oh, there's the New York thing.
Yeah.
Mad
oh, wait.
Statist got there.
I've never known more stick.
That's the thing going on in New York.
Oh, there you go. Look at there.
We
We
should
go.
start
Got the
doing
Mad
those things
Statist here.
because
Yep.
we're a thing, I guess. And fuck.
Yeah. All right.
Russia,
so
Russia. I miss it.
Russia. Oh, I'm gonna watch the Brady Bunch because that was simpler days, simpler times.
And Kieran, you did amazing.
Thank you. Yeah, you did so great, acting all like I
Like,
don't
yeah,
do these
you're
things.
like, I don't
You
do,
were
I don't talk.
fantastic.
And Mary's like, oh no, and I'm like, you're gonna do amazing, and and you did amazing.
I said if he wants, I can send him a list of questions, but really we just roll with it. Like I didn't.
Yeah.
We
That's
just
it.
go with.
You're a great conversationalist, and it's just like hanging out with somebody in a living room.
Yeah, that's what I like.
it was
to think.
awesome.
We're just hanging out in our bunker here. Yeah.
And we're, like I said, dangerously disarming. And
You
if
really
you're,
like
if
to
you're
make
running
people
for a
feel at
thing,
ease.
careful.
No. Nothing about.
Yeah, we're gonna after party. I gotta take away our nice bottle of bourbon because we want to save some of this because it's
Yeah.
expensive, and we're at the point, where we drink
I'm
the
gonna
not
go
expensive stuff.
eat some Applebee's leftover food. I mean, we have some like onion rings I think I brought home.
Applebee's Hatch.
And I know I had Dave send a picture to your cousin
Oh,
Sean.
but did I tell you that Tim said he's going to be around and we should hang out?
When? Oh my gosh, what?
I forgot to message him.
You forgot to tell me. When is he going to be here? If you missed it, I'm going to be so upset.
I don't think it's happened yet.
Okay.
So we're going to hang out with Tim.
Yes, please. Oh my gosh. Tim, add me to the chat.
Wait, what?
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
We save alcohol. Oh no, it's. I mean, we have other.
Quirt's here.
Yeah,
Hold on.
Quirt's here, and he commented. Hold on.
Where's Quirt? Hi, Quirt.
Howdy, Quirt.
I love that one. Howdy, Quirt.
Wait, you say whenevs like you're just in the area?
Oh, wait, whenevs. Wait, what? I mean, he's near us. He's not that far away. You know, add
Yeah,
me to the
it is
chat.
good shit.
Oh, it is good. I've never had it before. I've never had it. And my cousin's husband was like, Dave, you need to make the. Can you put our faces on this? And then Dave did that, and then everybody.
It was a big movie poster for
loves
Young
it.
Guns.
Yeah, and they ordered all these.
Yeah,
like,
you got 7 posters of my meme.
Didn't someone get a blanket? Like. Oh, thank you, Dottie. Thank you. I want to see also the little chicks. I was talking to somebody yesterday about my aunt always had.
We'll meet you halfway.
Baby
Well,
chicks,
an
you
hour,
know,
yeah.
and I was a kid, you know, and I was just like, oh, like they peed on me, and I didn't even care because they're tiny, and it's a little puddle, you know. I'm just like, whatever, you're so cute, it doesn't even matter. Yeah. Okay.
It's time to stop.
We're gonna go to
Time to
LNC-At-Large.
stop, okay? No more.
I have to pee
What are
anyway,
your
so.
parents? Who are your parents? I'm
Yeah,
gonna
the-
call
the-
Child Protective Services. It's time to stop.
I feel
The
like that could
rye
be
is
our-
almost too smooth. I mean, it's really good,
It's
and
so
I'm very
smooth,
thankful.
Yeah.
But it's like dangerously smooth, and it's like I like a little heat. Okay.
That's great. Okay, so guys, we'll see you over in LNPM about, what, 10 minutes? Around midnight?
Hold on.
I mean, our time, obviously.
David commented.
David. We love David.
Someday I'll put Dave's face on
Sonny,
stuff.
your memes are fire.
Fire, fire, fire.
I'd be proud.
Fire. Fire. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. So we had super fun. We had a super fun time.
Yeah. That's why if we'll never be a podcast, but if we were, I would cut it to just the interview.
And not all my ramblings at the end.
I'm rambling too.
Okay, good. We're rambling together. Yeah.
Yes.
Kieran, thanks for coming on tonight. This was so much fun. I hope to see you when you pass through to go to the New York convention just a couple months from now. You know? Yeah.
Mhm.
And it's already, it's only 11:50. I was about
we
to
did
say.
good. It's not tomorrow yet.
It's not the 4th yet.
Mazel tov cocktails.
Mazel tov. Oh gosh. Sonny, you are fire.
Mary
Fire,
picked
fire.
that one
Mhm.
for
Yep.
Adam Mosley's show when we guest
Alan.
hosted. Alan. Oh, Adam. Whoever that fucking dude is.
You know. Dave.
He reported me for a Joe Biden meme.
He did
didn't.
not,
No, he
actually.
didn't.
He did not. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We loved it. Okay, so, what, 10 minutes? We'll be back? Okay.
Yeah. Let us pee and eat things.
Let us pee in things, you know? Like,
Probably
so.
should. What's
All
up,
right.
James? We're
See
ending
you
the
guys
show.
in LNPM. Yeah.
Where's outro?
Love y'all.
There it is. Nights.
Good night, night.
I don't like your T-Series. Nothing personal, kid. But I must go all out. Just this once. Bob's or Vagana, whichever will it be. Set the fuck down, T-Series, I'm here to spill the real tea. You're trying to dethrone me from spot on #1, but you India, you lose, so best think you haven't won. When I'm through with you, we're gonna be completely fucking done, cause we only just begun. I review you, 0 vibe gone. So come on, T-Series, looking hungry for some drama. Here, let me serve you bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna. T-Series ain't nothing but a bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna. Look at T-Series, they just crying for their mama. Bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna. T-Series ain't nothing but a bitch lasagna. Bitch is Bob and why you wanna kiss him? Ew. I'm a blue-eyed white dragon while you're just dark magician. Oof. You got a fifth of the population in your nation, but I got 90 rolls of worlds to hold your defecation. Oops. Multipatlo, what the fuck is that even supposed to mean? Your language sounds like it come from a mumble rap community. No papa, yes papa, Johnny. Now down all of the sugar and let's throw this fucking party with some bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna. Look at these series, they just crying for their mama. Bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna. T-series ain't nothing but a bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna. Look at T-series, they just wet in their pajama. Bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna. T-series ain't nothing but a bitch lasagna. You got a population of 1.32 billion, but most your videos can't seem to hit even a million. Subbot!
Magic potty baby, your bottle's all done. It's potty training time, will be so much fun. I help you with your training pants, you make me so proud. Your potty feels like magic, then it flushes out loud.
It's fun to help Magic Potty Baby learn to use her potty. Flush and you're ready for next time.
Magic potty baby, I'm so glad that you're mine.
Magic Potty Baby and her Magic Potty. No water, no mess. Batteries not included.